Cool. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're live.
Intro. Boom. Intro done.
Ah,
We live.
scared me. I got scared.
Everybody scream. That's the intro. 3, 2, 1.
Ah! Plum's joining in.
Yay.
I think your noise covers it. You're a noise suppressor. Okay.
Koopa's not joining in. He's sleeping under the piano at the moment.
Oh.
I do want to clarify one thing before we do continue. I misspoke. Last session, the princesses are not half sisters. They're stepsisters. They're not related by blood, and that is important to the lore. And I mixed up what was what, and I think I may have actually ended up saying both last session.
Wait, so they're not
They're half
related by
stepsister.
blood?
They're not related by blood.
They're
So
just stepsisters.
yeah, so Princess Elena is the heir to the throne. She's only like somewhere between 8 and 9-ish. She was born from the king's like late wife. Her mother died. Her mother died.
Interesting.
Right, okay. No, yeah.
Yeah. And then he remarried. And then he remarried, and the new wife is the mother of
Had a daughter.
Sylvia. Yeah, in which that is
Yeah,
why
okay.
Sylvia is older than Elena, but is not the heir to the throne.
Okay, so there's not like a. Oh, I guess we'll find out. But okay, this changes a lot, like the dynamic between the two girls a lot in my head. I don't know
Yeah.
if it does for anyone else.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because I realized I think I had said stepsisters like once, and then I somehow in my brain I'm like, oh yeah, half sisters because like they're like half together. No, that's it's supposed to be
You just didn't want us to start making step bro and stepsister jokes. So you're like half sister, yes, half.
yes. Well, one of them is like 9, so I.
Yeah, I'm not going for it. Don't worry. I'm avoiding that joke.
Oh god. I should have gotten some water, but it's fine.
No,
Still
you don't
time.
need
Get your water.
Get water.
I have a
'cause
soda. It's fine. I'll be fine.
Get water.
I'll get water on a break. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Okay, so where we left off, all y'all were now in front of the king and queen, which I went to quickly pull up that stuff. Yep. I don't know if I said their names last session, but you're now currently in front of the king and queen, and then I believe the 2 princesses are also sitting on their thrones as well, because they're cute and they have their little thrones next to their parents.
The young one had left because we were going to talk about serious stuff.
That's right.
Serious business time.
Remember?
Yes.
Yes, well, she was there, but
Yeah, and then
9
everything. It's telling me to hydrate.
Poor Snowball.
Yeah, poor Snowball. Snowball will be fine, hopefully. Don't know that yet.
Listen, if he's not, Meeple's willing to buy it. He's hungry still.
No, the lizard wasn't enough to top him off.
Already dropped the cat on the floor. What more do you want?
I didn't drop it. I threw it.
You threw it.
I do find whenever you did that, I was very scared that it would fail because if that cat hit the ground, it would have died.
I did too. I got a little too goofy there. All right.
Just in a
Back
silly,
in now.
goofy mood, So you're now in front of the king, queen, and then Princess Sylvia explaining what had happened and why you came back kinda covered in blood with a pet cat also covered in blood and the missing princess. And they don't know what to make of you yet because you're just a bunch of strangers now waltzing into their home with the princess. So,
As you do.
as you do. How do you proceed here? Explaining what you were doing.
So I do a very polite curtsy because my girl knows how to treat higher ups. So I do my polite bow, curtsy, whatever you want it to be. It's that. It's perfect. And after the small one has left, I look up and I say, hi. We are very grateful for an audience with you. Your daughter was looking for her cat. That's what we helped her with. In doing so, we've discovered something dangerous, and we wanted to make you aware as it was within your kingdom. Um, someone or something had taken it was a sunstone, right?
Yeah, sunstone.
DM?
Yeah, it was
Okay. Had
it's this large sunstone, bigger
We
than
still have like
even
the
you see.
shards and stuff of it, right? Like we
Yes, I think
destroyed it, but we have it.
I
Yeah.
think Meepo has them in his bag because he grabbed them and ran off with them. So unless any
Yeah,
of you guys grabbed
I have
them,
'em.
he has them
Okay.
I do
still.
have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I turn to Meepo and I say, Meepo, can I show them? You can have it
Show,
back, but can I
sh-
show them the gem? The
show.
shattered gem?
What gem? Wait, which what?
The shiny thing.
The shiny thing? Do you remember?
Which shiny things? I have many shiny things.
The ones we got recently. The ones you
You
got
mean
recently.
you mean from the guard outside, or? No,
Yeah,
I'm just
what?
kidding.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Meepo
Hey, don't worry about it.
The king and queen kind of look at each other and they're like,
Meepo produces the shards.
I showed off to like
And then
prove
I
that
hand
it
them over.
was
Yeah.
a large stone. Like I'm just trying to like prove that it was like very large, you know?
yeah.
Someone or something had a very large sunstone. As you know, they're powerful. Something of this size can hold a lot of power. We found the cat, but when we found it, it was not just a small, cute cat like you see it now. It had combined with another animal and this sunstone and become a monster. It took a farmer's life before we were able to find it. Um, we shattered the stone, and the animals went back, I guess. Not quite sure how that works. I didn't do it. But um this kind of power, being able to do this, being able to create monsters like this is dangerous. Using these stones as weapons is dangerous, and it's happening within your kingdom. And you need to know about it.
The king he kind of looks at you intrigued. He doesn't say anything at first, but he looks to the I forgot to say that the court mage is also in the room.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
I would have
she's
said it anyways.
yes, she's in the room where it happened. You know,
Sure, yeah, it makes sense.
yeah. So he kind of looks at her and he waves her down to go and grab these stones, and she kind of looks you guys over, she holds out her hands for all these shiny little shards.
I want to do insight check on her. I don't trust her.
Okay, roll an insight check.
Yay.
Oh god.
I trust her. She's so trustworthy.
How did
I
you?
got
Oh,
a
dear.
four. I got a 4. I
Yeah,
trust her completely.
yeah. As
I
far
hand
as
them over, no question.
as far as you know, she's
Yeah.
just a regular court mage. You know, she's just
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I'll grab these stones and I just bring it up to the
Yes.
king. She
Of
kind of,
course, why wouldn't I give them to her?
yeah, you know, just another magic user. Why not? Um, she walks back up and she looks to the king and looks at these stones and he's like, well, what do you make of these? And she kind of shuffles around in her hand. I'm trying to imagine how many there are here. I don't know.
Many.
Yeah, there's many shards here in her hands, and she's like, well, they're definitely telling the truth. This is a sunstone. It looks like it's from quite. If I can talk, that would be amazing. Quite powerful magic. I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like this before. And he kind of looks at her. And he's like, okay, do you think it's something to worry about right now? And she's like, well, maybe not. May just be a one-off wizard, you know, doing something wild, something wild and wacky.
At that point, I would definitely speak up.
Uh-huh.
It may just be a one-off, but it has already taken a life. If it's not a one-off, maybe we've dealt with the issue, right? Maybe we have. But it has taken a life already. you have to address it in some manner.
King Han looks to you, he's like, I understand. Um, have you heard of how long have you guys been in town? Have you heard of anything else, or is it just
About one night. This is day 2 for me personally. So no, haven't heard much else. I turn back and look at everyone else and I'm like, anyone else? Anything while I was in the bathroom or something?
silence?
You have a strange
Okay.
culture of sleeping on pillowy surfaces when you go to sleep here.
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
the only other strange occurrence that I've noticed.
That's actually normal. That's pretty normal. Me.
Preposterous. But
Okay.
Okay. The queen finally she decides to pipe up and look at you, and she verifies. I don't know. Thing. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm tired. Well, how do we know that you aren't the ones responsible? If we haven't heard anything throughout the town, this seems to be the first thing to have happened. And you come waltzing in here with these stones, the missing princess, and a cat.
Mhm. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you
We
rather
can
have
take the
us
cat back.
not saved your daughter's life?
Take the cat
Or
back.
stopped your farmers from being eaten? I mean,
We didn't really stop that.
well,
no, we
we
didn't,
stopped
but-
more farmers from being eaten. Look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it makes no sense for us to come in here and be like, "Hey, look at the things we've done. Arrest us!" Like we're concerned travelers. We're just passing by. We realized an issue. We rescued your daughter. We brought her back safely, and you're coming at us saying that we're the issue here. It's like I'd like you to take a moment to think about the situation and understand that this is coming from a place of benevolence. We are only attempting to do good by you, not harm. And if you wish to do nothing with the information we have given, then so be it. We will be on our way. But there is no reason to be giving us any form of suspicion.
And,
I said good day, sir.
Meepo has his head covered with a cloak, right? Or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can't see any skin on Meepo.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, you were saying.
Yeah, he's
you were-
wearing like gloves with like the little like tips of his claws stick out, and like you just see his eyes. And you see like a little bit of like patchy like
a cat
here and
under
there,
the
but
bed, you know.
Aesthetic.
you cannot tell what the hell Meepo is underneath that.
Okay, cool. Were you about to say something, Pix? Or were you?
I was gonna insult the king and queen. I probably shouldn't.
Do it.
Do it.
Say it.
I was just gonna say we've been here for one night and we've noticed more wrong with their kingdom than they have. So that says more about them than us.
With all due respect, Your
No
Majesty.
respect.
Everyone took like a
When
with the shit all over. With all due respect.
all due respect, Your Majesty.
No, with respect.
We came
with all your respect.
this.
You band of adventurers come waltzing into my kingdom. One of you in full armor, covered in blood, the other wrapped in a cloak, and two of which are very much not from the eastern side of the kingdom. And I find it quite a coincidence that someone with the runes of Eliza all over them come waltzing into my kingdom just weeks after the political strain between us and Ravenstead has begun. So how do I know that you're not just here on roots of what's the word? I can't think of the word.
Reason.
No.
Traitorism.
Traitorism, yes.
Betrayal.
Whatever.
Scheming, plotting.
We saved your kid.
Ma'am,
And that could be very much just a ploy to get close to the king and queen.
I want the
with
cat back.
all due respect, we came into this kingdom last night. And this morning, we heard a woman begging one of your guards to help her because her husband was in danger. And you know what that guard did? Ignored her. So we went with her. And we tried. And we took out a threat to your kingdom. Maybe you do have reasons to be suspicious of us, and that's fine. But what you do is your concern. I was trying to let you know of an issue within your kingdom. If you choose not to pursue that, that will be on your conscience, not mine.
Okay.
Go, bestie.
Does she say that?
I
I like to imagine
I think she just gives like a single like nod,
under her
like
breath.
fuck yeah.
So I'm quickly.
And my
looking
character is
up-
very obviously like angry at that. Like she's been keeping her cool pretty well even after like suspicion and stuff. But at this point, she's very obviously like angry and a little bit of her. She's glowing like a little bit as if she might do magic, but she like after she finishes talking like settles herself down and that stops.
Okay, I
You've
need.
gained +1 respect from my character.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm just quickly looking up something real fast.
Yeah. You do what you need, boo.
Okay. As you're going over all of this and just kind of just laying into the queen here, you know, like the audacity of her, you know? You kind of
The
feel
audacity of this bitch.
the lizard, the cat, and the audacity of this. You kind of feel this like kind of like surge kind of come over you. I need everyone. No, never mind. I read that wrong. You don't need to make any save. You're good. You're good.
Oh,
Okay. I won't.
I was so excited.
I was ready. I was pulling
I
out
was
my
ready.
dice.
Frightened.
I was
ready.
putting my book away. I was ready to go.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to like speed read this as well. No, sorry.
You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Just quickly.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone or just
Everyone in the
Abby?
room. Ziggy, make 2.
Oh, two. Whoa.
You know why?
Shit.
Crazy.
She
Have-
does not like you.
Using
Yeah,
big
my
die.
website's loading. Here we
The
go.
first one was a dirty 20 and my second one was a 13. So
Okay.
do with that
I
what
should've-
you will.
Ziggy, I should have asked
Saving
first. Did you
throw.
make the sheet for your little familiar?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have stats for my familiar. Yes,
Okay,
hold on.
sorry,
Let me.
make
I'll
this-
reroll
this-
as the second one.
Yeah,
as
roll the-
familiar.
re-
That's
yeah.
what you wanted,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Dirty 20, by
You're
the
good.
way.
30, 20, 30, 20,
15.
15.
A
Drillion.
4.
4.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Mine
wisdom
was a
saving throw. Make that a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Oh,
There we
man.
go.
Wild.
Hey,
Okay. Let me
Um,
quickly pull this up. Double check.
Wisdom is just a +1. Okay, hold on. Hold
Yeah,
on. I have
all
to
good.
roll a 20 again.
Oh, good. Hicks, you rolled a 15? Right, you were the 15.
Oh, Bird got a 3.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. None of you guys feel like okay, so Salad and Ziggy, you feel someone kind of probing around in there a little bit in your head. You kind of feel this presence in there kind of rooting around. And you
Do I
manage
have-
to
Do I have reason
As-
to believe it's them?
well, I mean, you can roll a perception check, but hold off on that for a second.
Okay. alright.
As Meepo not being the wisest dude, but he's pretty smart. Like
Mhm.
he's magically trained. Would he recognize this as someone probing in his mind? Has he felt this before?
You can make an Arcana check for that if you would
I will
like.
roll Arcana.
And
Yeah,
then Ziggy, your
that's
bird.
another dirty 20.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Ziggy, your bird doesn't feel anything. And Drillian and or Percival and Qwerty, right?
Qwerty, yeah.
Qwerty. Okay,
Qwerty.
cool. I will learn to pronounce it at some point.
It's okay.
I'm just awful with names. I'm sorry. You guys don't feel anything happening. Okay.
Cool.
That sounds about right.
Ziggy,
Can I
did
do a
you?
perception
Yeah,
check?
roll your
I'm
perception.
very used to having
Okay.
people in my brain.
Okay. And while you're
Oh.
doing the perception check, Salad, yeah, Meepo recognizes this as someone kind of trying to probe around into your thoughts and see what's going on and if what you're saying is truth and see what your motives are. If you are from Ravenstead or if you're just a band of adventurers coming around.
As soon as Meepo realizes this, I'm going to start thinking about the most complicated and the most advanced type of like trigonometry and math, like just overwhelming. Like I'll like thinking
that, it's
about
just-
everything. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to overwhelm this attacker with like information. Like, you are not getting in here, baby. Like,
I got
I don't know if you want me to roll something for that. Or...
No, you're good because you succeeded the wisdom saving throw, so she can't. Like they can't see anything in there anyway. But yeah,
I got a 16 perception.
16 perception. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look up and you're able to kind of scan the group of the royalty in front, and your eyes kind of catch on to the mage, the court mage, as she's standing there with those husks in her hand. She's looking as she looks over all three of you, and she kind of leans over into the king's ear and is whispering something. So you have root to believe that is possibly her doing for rooting around in your guys' brains.
So upon realizing that, my character gets very angry again. She looks at the mage, and she gives them a very sweet smile, and she says, "It's always wonderful to meet another magic user. However, I find it personally a lot more wonderful when that person is not rooting around inside of my head trying to find out information that they could have just asked me."
She's kind of taken aback a little bit. She's like, "I'm not fucking rude." But she kind of looks and she. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words as well.
You good?
Well, I'm sorry for our brash judgment, but as you can say, we are a bit high.
Wrong.
Yeah, there. Not high strung, but high alert. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. On high alert with everything going on right now in the political sense. We apologize for the brash actions, but as you know, our queen here is a little quick
Wrong.
to quick to judge. And I was just simply checking around to see if you guys were in fact maybe hired from anyone from Ravenstead, or if you were just a band of adventurers coming around. And seeing so,
I have no allegiance to anyone in Ravenstead, and I will let you search my head to find if that's true.
well, thankfully for you, I already have enough of what I need from, well, the other two in the room. And I say that they are telling the truth, my queen. They are simply just travelers coming to Swansborough and happen to be at the, well, I guess you could say right place, wrong time, right time. So,
Right time for you guys.
yeah. So,
Wow, we really seem to be doing you guys favors. If this is how you treat your guards, no wonder they're not helping anyone.
Good luck in the political battle without allies. Gee.
wow. The king kind of sits there and he looks over at his wife and he's like, they are right. You are being a little rash.
You're being a bit of a bitch, dear.
You're being a bit of a bitch. Tone it down. You're ruining all of our allies.
That's why we can't have friends.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why the neighboring kingdoms won't come over for brunch anymore. You keep accusing them of trying to poison you.
Oh Lord. I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. My brain's all over the place.
Get a brain.
Yeah. He sits back and he's like, "I apologize for, well, my wife's actions, and I'd like to offer, what would you guys like for a reward? Are you looking for work? Would you like just gold? I believe we have some work that you could help aid us in if you are willing. Or we could just give you gold and send you on your way."
I look back at the rest of the party because I wasn't gonna ask for anything, but now I'm.
Oh,
mad.
I was. No way do we save their child, kill a giant cat, and get nothing out of it.
My character
It's
fully
the journey
didn't
along
care,
the way
but...
that you got, the enrichment experience.
No, it's the gold.
Wait, no, I pull out the poster that had the like
Yeah.
amount of money that they. What was it? Was it like 3,000 gold or something?
There was a photo.
Yeah.
It was like 1,000,000.
It was-
yeah,
it was
it
a
was-
lot. What was it?
It was an obscene amount. Like,
Yeah. I carry that. I walk that over as close as like they'll let me get, and I hold it out, and I was like, "This is the quest we took." And I just smile so nicely while I say this, and I
God.
am pointedly trying to hand it to the queen because she was the one rude to us. So like I'm making a point with this one.
She waves one of the guards forwards, and he grabs the paper from you and brings it up to her. And she kind of, I need to actually pull out the exact amount too that I had here.
I think it's like it's like
It was a
more
lot.
than, like,
It was
dozens of zeros.
wild and
It's-
crazy.
It's
It's-
10,000 gold.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord. She kind of looks at it, looks at the king, looks back at it, and it's just kind of shows it to him, and he just shakes his head.
You're
at
honorable
this-
people, right?
How to get rich in D&D any percent speedrun.
Yeah.
Step 1, catch cat.
Step 2, save cat.
Step 2, save daughter of king.
3, profit.
Yeah.
No. You have to get the queen to insult you first.
Yeah,
She
that's true.
feels that. That's important. That's part of it.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's very important.
Oh God. Instead of the queen speaking up, the king speaks up. He's like, "Well, I can say this is not a legally binding quest. As you can see, the symbol on the side is very much forged."
By
Your
a
daughter
royal.
wrote it.
I can't-
Yeah, it
A
was
child from the
forged-
royal family
maybe
wrote
forged,
it.
but like it was forged by a royal.
That's a
Yes.
royal seal to me, then.
We are
Yeah, how you gonna get out of
scaring the
this?
fuck out of these people.
Scare them! They were mean to be!
Compensation.
compensation.
By the way, Meepo's still off in the corner, like eyes fully glazed over, like A square plus B square equals.
Not
He's
realizing
still, like,
that, like,
thinking- And Meepo's
Meepo,
like,
shiny things.
he's so
and
focused he doesn't even
Meepo's,
realize
like,
the present is gone. He's
and Meepo's like subconscious. He's having the most intense and amazing like mind wizard battle. Like he is so ready for this.
and she's
He
just
knew
not
this
even
day would
bothered with her brain
come.
anymore. You're like completely like gone, and you're just like,
Just the it's literally the Tai Lung meme. Like our battle will be legendary. And he's off on his own. Like
God. I understand that you want compensation, but unfortunately, we do not have 10,000 gold available out of our treasury. I can, however, offer 1,000 gold if you are willing for that to split between among the four of you.
If the cat has a kitten, we want the kitten.
Whoa! Oh, whoa!
that's
By
a
law of
wow.
surprise.
Hold on.
Loss of
Bringing a cat would be a great idea. I do
Hey.
have a pet bird.
We've seen what.
Just like, let's just keep that
I'll
in
look
mind. He's
after
very
it.
important to me.
It's gonna be a
like,
fucking scabbers and crookshanks. Oh, good. I cannot say that our cat is due for kittens, but if she
I'll be
does,
back.
yes, if she does in the near future,
I'll
I
be
will,
back.
I will send a notice to you. What can I call you in your group? Do you have a name or
Ah shit.
Me
Here it
specifically, or our group?
the group together? Like who should I address this letter to? Do you guys have a name or?
I think we need a team meeting.
You guys just
Everyone
huddle.
huddles
Give us a
real quick.
second.
Except for
Yes.
Meepo.
Your Majesties, and we go in the corner and huddle.
We huddle.
Guys.
Meepo's still there, like 35 square root of
Meepo, wait, Meepo, come here. This is important.
I am
Meepo.
concentrating. Hold on.
No, come here.
Meepo, this
come
is
here.
for shiny
Come here.
things.
Shinies.
Yeah, we're gonna get- yeah, come here.
He's immediately like, back in on the conversation as soon as shinies are mentioned.
Okay, we need a team name, guys. What do you think?
Why not team?
That's a bad name.
Why?
I mean, it's to the point.
No, guys, it has to be something cool and unique for that. Like when we save the world and they write like cool songs about us, um, they need to
Team
like
Friends with the
there needs to
law.
be
You're
no.
saying fire brigade is a bad idea?
Well,
Do you see much
hold
fire
on
here?
now. Fire brigade could be fun. I
Well-
didn't see any fire. I could make some fire though. What if
Well-
we're the fire brigade but we make fire?
We rescued a kitten.
Arsonist.
That's what they do.
True. I'm sold.
Tyson Pog. Oh. Oh, I see. I see.
Make
Wrong
fire
kind of
save
fire.
cats.
I'm
Works.
I'm gonna go with what I said of I'm gonna just start doing a lot leaning way more into fire magic, but I like this idea.
Well,
Like the
I
vibes we made in the
believe
workroom today.
I believe that this is a long form title that will follow us for a very long time. Perhaps we
fire
want
team.
something. We need something that's. How do you say? He pulls up his book, starts looking at. That's salad thinking, but Meepo's like looking up his vocabulary, and he's like, so what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? We need something, as you say, catchy. Fire Brigade is good, but it's associated to another entity altogether. We want
How
to
much
be our
rhyming
own
do we
thing.
want? Dire fire, fire dire.
Well, what do you think then, Meepo? If not fire brigade.
I said team.
No, that one's not catchy. Meepo, you just said it should be catchy. Team is not catchy.
I don't know what
Meepo.
catchy is. No, it's a thing
You
to
just
me.
said it. I'm dying. I'm dying.
It's great.
I'm not very creative. I just hit things.
What about the camper?
The what?
The campers. QAMP. That's our initials. The campers.
I love it. I think it's great.
Sure. Fuck it.
Are you
I
saying
think it'll cause a lot of confusion, but I think it's perfect.
Quampers.
Clampers? The clampers.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Look, Percival's not here to make good suggestions. He's just here to make suggestions.
Neither is Meepo. It's the sad part.
Oh
If-
God.
If you don't have a name, we can always just make it out to the individual.
Look, you started this.
He kind of just holds back and sits back in the throne, just like sitting here a while.
We're in our corner. Leave us be for a second.
Like every time we're
Meepo-
interrupted, all the heads just like turn and
Yeah.
Meepo, I'm gonna be. Wait one moment. I've recalled something from this very interesting historical book I started reading, and he pulls out like an obvious like fairy tale children's book.
I love it immediately.
And he opens it and he's like, yes, they have these heroes, which from a land called Camelot. I'm not familiar with this area. However, every knight of this table, which is of a shape that is round, they'll have many titles. One was the Butcher of Swansboro. He was also known as the Savior of Lustville, and on and on and on. So perhaps we could acquire titles and just add them on.
Ooh, I do like the idea of constantly changing my name. That's fun to me.
Then be
What is-
Daenerys
What is the name of the
Targaryen.
place we're at again?
Swansboro.
Also,
Swansboro?
oh, I pulled Swansboro out of my ass. I didn't even realize. Okay, but
Yeah.
also, from my understanding of this very accurate historical document, and it's obviously a kid's fantasy. Very obvious. Kids, fictional, or not fictional, historical document. Fancy names have many titles. So the more names we acquire, the fancier we become. Perhaps the queen will stop being such a, how do you say? Bitch, yes. A female dog, that's good. A bitch, knowing if that once we get more respect, you understand?
We could be the cat herders of Swansboro.
I love that.
It's good.
That. I'm
Yeah,
sold.
I'm on board with that. That seems good. It seems accurate. It described what we did. And it's a very noble name, I think.
Very.
Okay, it's
Or-
Professional.
decided.
Mm.
Yeah, professional.
And we're very professional here.
Yes, yes.
Let's go
I
talk to the
agree.
bitch queen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's get that
It
1,000
doesn't
gold and
even
get out.
phase me. I just stirred it.
As Percival says 1,000 gold, Meeple's like, I'm sorry, what? 1,000 gold.
Meepo, you missed out, mate. You missed out.
It's gonna be split between them three now.
You have fun with your trigonometry, though.
Yeah. We we announce our new name, I guess.
What was it
We'll
again?
go on then.
The cat herders of Swansboro.
This is the only cat we've saved so far, but
You sense
I'm
there
sure
might be
there
more.
will be more. I'm
especially if we
fact
get
that
that
we-
kitten.
The fact that we herded one cat, I think, speaks for itself. Have you tried herding cats before? It's not easy.
True. Real.
Okay.
Your guards weren't able to herd this cat. We had to do it ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got
Seems
like no
like you
cat
have a
herders.
cat herding problem in Swansboro.
Can we take on random side quests of saving cats?
Yes.
Maybe. There might be more pets to save here, depending on what you guys plan on doing next.
Herding cats.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your question?
If you plan on doing the other tavern quest, there might be more animals.
Oh, true.
But okay, sorry, I completely lost my train of thought with cat herders. So you said the name, and they kind of look at you, and they're like, "You're called the cat herders of Swansboro."
Yes.
Did we
Well-
We
start
will continue to acquire new titles as we continue to go and save and do more heroic things, but as I have mentioned, this is our first day here, so you know.
Also, I don't
Only
believe...
the one so far.
Also, I don't think it's becoming of you for judging our name, considering you have a name of a city called Swansboro. From my various research on swans, they don't actually burrow. You do know that, right?
Dumbasses.
I like to imagine that the king kind of chuckles, and then the queen is just fuming.
She
And
loves
that's
it.
what I want.
I think we broke Avian.
Oh god, it's hot in my room,
I've
man. You
discovered
can't
QWERTY's personality.
But yes, the king is chuckling under his breath, and the queen kind of slaps him and gives him a look. He's like,
The queen is a Karen, confirmed.
yeah,
Describe her hair to us.
her hair. Oh god, let me pull up the character description.
If it's not a bob,
I don't
it
want
is
to
now.
hear it.
It is. Next time you see her, she's gonna have a haircut. Why is this? Sorry, why is
Head's gonna fall out from the stress from us.
clearly, yeah. I don't know. I organize this. I'm
You don't have to actually do it.
No, you don't.
She also has quite long, kind of long strawberry blonde hair, much like Sylvia. For long, yeah, for now. It's kind of tied up into a bun with like some braids in it, and you know, as royalty is, looks very regal, but bitchy.
Say
Wonderful.
that again.
Huh?
I said you could say that again.
Okay. So your name is documented on like a piece of paper, and it's handed off to some squire as he kind of scurries off the kingdom. You know. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna write this down. So I
I would like, if possible, a copy of this document.
Meepos are lawyer.
We're very professional here.
Yes, we'll get a copy of that document right away. I believe he's just going to go fetch the gold for you now. We'll
Oh, good.
we'll scry a copy of that for you right away.
I'm sure you understand why I asked for a copy, because if we leave here and all of a sudden we are accosted by your very kind guards carrying a large sum of cash, they might have some questions. So
We have a
this
get out of jail free
document,
card?
this document will help us, explain carrying a large sum of gold.
It doesn't
I'm
specify.
sure you understand.
It doesn't specify if it's total or each, so you just walk out with a bunch of like trinkets in your pocket worth 1,000 gold. It's like, oh, see, it's fine, 1,000 gold right here.
Right.
I said Meepo, he's not very wise, but he's very smart.
I love this.
Might not have street smarts, but you've got the book smarts.
That's what matters, you know?
Yeah, I don't have either.
Debatable.
Okay, so was there? I don't remember what the fuck was happening before.
Yeah, we're just getting money. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We get payment time. I don't think we're actually gonna take
They
this
were
girl
asking
up on
about the
her job.
stones.
I don't know.
Well, it was the king.
You're
That was,
asking-
it was the king that was offering the job, not the queen.
I don't trust these people. Maybe I don't know. You guys want to do a job for this king? He seems okay, I guess.
Hear the job
Also-
out.
Okay.
Also, I would like those sunstone shards back.
Oh, true.
Oh yes. Lillian, give him the stones back. And she kind of
Yeah, Lillian.
hands you the
Yeah,
stones.
As soon as she-
Lillian.
As she walks up to Meepo and he grabs it, he looks at her with like she can't see his face, but he has like the most shit-eating grin on his face, like I beat you at your own magic game. Like,
And she's
"You
none the
blasphemous
she is
wizard."
none the wiser.
But in Meepo's like
News.
he's like, oh, she must be so mad right now.
She must be fuming, man. She has a good poker face.
Yeah, exactly.
I, for one, am quite fond of the king now. I would certainly not be against assisting him.
Mm.
So
He says, all tinny and muffled inside his tall helmet.
We need to get you like a metal tin or something to speak through.
you need you get a funnel so it like sticks out of the top of the frog helm and it just projects your voice.
Yeah. Once we've like turned back to the royals, I
Yeah.
nod in agreement and I say, we will listen to what this work you might have for us would be. No guarantees that we'll take it.
Well, I appreciate your willing to work with me still, even though my wife has been quite rude. Kind of gives her a
She has, hasn't
give
she?
it- gives her a huge side eye, and she kind of rolls her eyes and flips back in the throne. I appreciate what you have done for me today. Yeah, it was today. It was a month ago in real time, so I'm like, yeah. And we seem to be having just slight bandit problem with our courier, and we're looking for someone who may go out and investigate where this bandit camp could be and retrieve any of the goods they have stolen from our kingdom and our traders.
Are we allowed to kill them?
You could do as you must to get rid of them. They have stolen a bountiful of our transits down to Mythshield, and you can imagine that our trading route is quite sacred to us, as we need it to keep bonds with other kingdoms around. And with our goods not arriving, it's quite an ordeal.
That explains why you didn't have 10,000 to pay out for the promised contract. Understandable. All right, we can attempt to alleviate that.
I appreciate it. Whenever it is done, just come back and let us know, and we will reward you.
What would you like as proof? Their heads, their ears, tongues, hands?
All of the
The-
above.
I
The-
personally like teeth.
The stolen goods is enough.
Oh.
What you do with their body parts is up to you. I would
Oh, free teeth.
request that you keep them far from the inside of the royal chambers and courtroom.
Why?
So hung upon the battlements, understood.
Swansboro will become a fearsome fortress. No bandits will dare attempt to rob you again.
We turned this into like 14th century Romania with like
Torture devices, heads on spikes outside, severed limbs.
If
What
you have a
happened?
plague quarter, we could dump the bodies there, and you can use them to send over walls to your enemies.
you just have like every other kingdom, like what the fuck happened to Swansboro? No,
There's a perpetual cloud over it.
Ships and they just went completely sideways.
I would also request to ask if you find anything else about these stones and this strange magic with these sunstones. I would like you to report as well, as even though it may be nothing, it could have just been a wayward wizard testing experiments. There's always that rise for possible revolt within the kingdom, and I would appreciate if you find anything, squander it and report back to us if you find what your findings are. Thank you.
I will continue my research on these sunstones and how they are used, and perhaps I shall share my research with you. Perhaps.
He looks at he's like, thank you. Small child?
He's
Don't
not
question
a
it.
child.
Oh, okay.
Meepo's Meepo.
Meepo is indeed Meepo.
You can
That
call him
is-
Meepo.
This is the most accurate thing that has been said to this day. Meepo is in fact Meepo.
No one else has seen
Did I
you without your
miss
cloak,
what
right?
the reward was for this?
He said he didn't say. He
He
just
just
said
said he
reward us.
would reward us.
Okay.
You can ask.
Now,
Fine, sir.
when you say reward us, would you be providing us with a paper contract?
With exactly what the reward is.
I'm sure you understand us wanting to keep a paper trail.
We are
New name, paper trailers.
business people, after all.
We should have just called
Adventurers
ourselves the
for
IRS.
hire.
We're worse than the fucking bank, dude.
God.
Can we just rename ourselves to the professionals? Wait, no, I got it. That's our overall name, the professionals,
Yeah.
and then all of our other ttitles that follow after everything we do.
Okay.
The professionals, the cat herders of Swansboro.
Yeah.
Cat herders of Swansboro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Professional
I'm
IRS
writing
of
that down.
Swansboro.
I'm writing that down. You can't take that from me.
I'm also writing it down.
I've also written it down. Don't worry.
Yay!
It will be documented that you are in fact called the professionals.
Good.
And I can say that yes, I can write you a thorough contract with the reward listed for this quest, though it may take a day or so to get it to you, as we are a bit busy here right now with political.
And- Understandable. If
Mm.
1 or 2 business days is normal in these types of situations.
Yes.
I would-
Just understand that
I will
For-
be needing the copy of that receipt for the 1,000 gold.
for every day past a week, however, there is a 1% interest fee.
Mhm.
Maybe
No, I'm holding them to that now. That's great.
Yes, understood. I will make sure you get your receipt and your contract. Where are you staying? That we can send this to? The tavern.
That's
It's
mighty
in.
kind of you to offer some rooms here in the castle. Mighty kind.
The tavern you guys were at was the Sleeping Stag. Just also so you know, I don't remember if any of y'all remember that. That's
What?
just what it was called.
I have been
What?
performing and residing at. Wait, what was it? The Sleeping Stag?
Yeah.
Sleepy Stag Tavern and Inn.
The Sleepy Stag.
How much does it cost to stay at the Sleepy Stag per night?
It's
I
free
think
if you're really cool.
I think it was 6 silver, but that was also when I didn't understand how currency worked in D&D, so it's kind of expensive. So I'll probably drop it down to like 2 silver.
We were totally planning on moving on and going somewhere else, but if we're gonna stay to deal with your stuff, maybe you should pay for our lodgings.
You kind of think
Get every buck out of them.
Yeah.
you're really just playing
It's
this poor
only-
king like
it's
a
only
fiddle as he
proper-
feels bad about his wife being an
It's
absolute.
We're
really
totally good
only
people.
No, hold on. It's really only proper for you to cover all of our business expenses while we stay here for you.
Your Majesty.
He kind of looks it
Simple
over.
contract work.
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I do it? Wait, what's your persuasion?
I'm gonna
That's a very good
I'm gonna
question.
have Querty roll it, and since you
Can I
added in,
give
I'll
a help?
give
I do
I'll give.
intimidation. I have a +4 to that.
I was gonna say she can have advantage since you were also helping out at it.
Yeah.
Can I do
Yeah.
intimidation? I have more bonuses to that.
Well, you're not intimidating for.
You're not
I
doing-
can
Accommodation.
intimidate.
You're not intimidating as the moment you were saying it as a persuasion. You're
fine,
trying
I
to
will
persuade him
persuade.
to.
Okay, you have advantage. It's fine. You'll
Yeah.
Double
this
nat ones.
session, on this session, the gang completely harasses and breaks down the entire
For
kingdom.
nearly an hour, we're just bullying the monarchs.
I know I had so much plans for this session, and
No, only bullying the king and queen.
There it is.
Why? Because
no,
they
that's
were a little rude.
She was kind
A
of mean
little.
to me, and it hurt my feelings.
She
She was
kinda-
very mean.
she kind of profiled you
20.
guys, and
20?
Not 20?
nat 20. Oh, he is so convinced. He's like, yeah, that makes total sense. Yes. You know what?
I'm imagining every time
So good.
that something happens, every time the king gives in to our shenanigans, the queen is more and more just disgusted with him.
Yeah, she's
Just completely what the fuck, dude?
she's just
Oh,
looking
that's
more and more exasperated. You know, and he's like, oh, yeah, of course, that makes total sense. Yeah, I will make sure to cover your cost at the Sleeping Stag. I'll get in touch with Stefan, the innkeeper, about waivering any of your prices and sending your tab our way, and make sure to cover that. If you guys need anything while you are currently doing work for us in Swansboro, just let us know, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Thank you.
Well, if you happen to have any plate mail laying around.
Yeah, take it for all they're worth. Take
I
all their
mean,
stuff.
If we're about to potentially go toe to toe with a bunch of bandits, you know, a little bit more protection would be nice than this. And you hear him just like shuffle his shoulder, and you hear the clink of the chainmail, and it's like,
It's a
you
little
know,
rusty around the edges.
chainmail's great and all, but it barely deflects an arrow. Bandits are not known for their toe to toe fighting. They can be quite devious.
We were given 1,000 gold, and we're like, you got any plate mail with that too, baby?
And it's working.
Can you
It's
waiver
working.
our stuff? You know, a little funky.
Pay for
letter,
our
you know?
room and board.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I hear you, and
Like it can be on loan. I'm not asking for permanent. I just, you know.
I hear you, but unfortunately, I do not believe we have any more plate mail available to offer, as we are currently struggling with our trade routes, and these bandits have robbed quite a lot of our resources.
And we'll rob the rest.
Yeah, you guys are.
Are you guys at war? Are they at war currently? Like, are they actively at war?
They are not actively at war, but from what you
Okay.
from what you understand of everything going on right now, there seems to be a lot of tension going on and possible war, which is why they're kind
Got
of being
it.
a little
Mhm.
careful about what's going on. Is that
I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does anyone have anything else they want to do, or can we leave now?
I'm good. I got what I wanted.
okay?
Cool.
The
Um,
last thing that I wanted to do was, as we were leaving, essentially just kind of like turn and look at the king and say, if you're hoping to quell any sort of citizen revolt, perhaps you might wish to speak with your guard captains and have their guards be a little bit kinder and more open to listening to the citizens. When citizens don't feel heard, they tend to revolt, and you may want to ensure that your citizens understand you are here for them. You know, honey and wine as opposed to vinegar.
This time you see Sylvia kind of pip up for the first time in this conversation. Sorry, my voice. Second. I understand. I was there to witness from what had happened with the guards out front, and I will make sure that we get all the guards guilty of dismissing our subjects. They will be punished accordingly. I appreciate your concern, but we will handle it. Thank you. And she-
Perhaps maybe think about appointing like an advisor, like, you know, someone that
captain of the
can-
guards.
well, not even a captain of the guards, but just someone who will listen to all the citizens that come, and then they can bring any major things to you. They can work through them by them saying, okay, you know, someone has come and asked for this, I will dispatch someone to look for it. But like that way you don't have to be involved, but they know
Farmer's
that
wife
someone
probably
is still
needs a job.
working.
Did you say his wife needs
Oh,
a
that's
job?
true. The
Farmer's
farmer's
wife.
wife.
I don't know if she's skilled, but hey, she just went through a lot. Maybe compensate her a little.
I thought you were talking about the queen.
Your cat killed her husband.
It's
Your
true.
cat did kill her husband.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Hold on. I had like started to fully leave the room, and then at that point I do a 180 and come back in. Your cat did kill a husband who was supporting a wife, potentially family. I don't actually know. We didn't stick around that long. I think it would be wise to see to her care.
Insurance.
Of course, we will send someone out her way to see if she's okay and what we can do to compensate her and finance any help she may need. I
I
appreciate.
can guarantee she's not okay.
Yeah.
And he says that out loud, just kind of deadpan, just not okay.
Not okay. She wailed and wailed, man.
I can still hear it ringing in my helmet.
I appreciate it. Again, I appreciate what you all have done. I will get those documents your way to the Sleepy Stag as soon as possible. And yes, please report any sort of findings to us. And we should have the 1,000 gold also sent to the Sleepy Stag later today, addressed to he kind of thinks he's like the professionals.
Mm-hmm. Good. We should get jackets, I think. So everyone knows that we're the professionals.
Professional jackets.
Yes, yes.
Maybe
gonna
try
need,
a
like,
royal
an-
tailor.
extra large.
We can make yours like a
Get
cloak.
over the armor. Ooh,
Yeah, cloaks
ooh,
for
a
the
tabard. I
Well,
like
what if
We
we
that.
get
all
a
get
little
cloaks.
seal, like a custom seal that you guys make.
Yeah, I want a cloak with our cool little profession. Can
They're
it
kind
be
of
a
like
picture
they're
of
hand stitched and they're not like
paperwork?
super great.
I met you all today.
We're best friends now.
Kill a cat, you become besties, love it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Extort the monarchs.
Kill a cat,
We
save a
extorted
princess, extort
monarchs
the monarchs.
together. That
Was
makes us
weird.
best friends.
was Querty on the
Oh.
ship when you docked? Did you decide if you were on the ship or if you were already in Swansboro?
I would say already in Swansboro.
Already in Swansboro. So yeah, you straight up just met them earlier that morning.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else, they've had some time kind of on the ship and they know of each other at least, and you're just like, the fuck are these idiots?
Well, they're my idiots now.
Pretty much it.
Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, they're gonna say something else. I appreciate you coming, and I will make sure everything's sent your way. Lillian, can you please show our guests out? Right away, sir.
Thanks, Lillian.
And she kind of smiles and she kind of ushers you guys out. Ziggy, I don't need you to roll anything, but you kind of feel her hand on your shoulder, and she whispers into your ear quickly something about she wants you to my god. She kind of whispers in your ear, meet me at the tavern late tonight. All of you, pass it on.
I just do one small quick nod, but I say nothing and keep walking.
Oh god, I was really hoping for a really messed up version of telephone.
I lean forward and I'm like, I don't know, I think she's coming on to me. Whoa.
You're very
Pass it
no.
on.
I mean,
I don't
absolutely
say anything.
betting
I don't
on
say
her.
anything right now. I just do one quick nod and I just keep walking.
You guys are walking out and like very obviously passing it on down the hallway.
No.
I like to think it's like Ziggy in front, and then when she tells us, she turns and like whispers to Pix, and then Pix turns and leans over and whispers to Meepo, and then Meepo turns and looks up at Percival. Is just like, the wizard wants to.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you guys are ushered now out of the castle. It's still about midday. You still have a lot of time in between now and the late hours of the night when she wants to meet with you. Right now, only it's a Raffi, right? That's how it's said, or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, a Raffi. Okay, right now, only a Raffi knows of this meeting. It's up to you if you want to tell other people or not. Or
I think like once we get out of there and like to a more quiet place, like I wouldn't do it just like in front of the palace,
In
like
front of
hey
the
guys,
guards,
that
like, hey, by the
wizard you
way,
told
I-
me to meet earlier. Is that wild?
I think she's coming on to me.
Yeah. But once we get somewhere like a little bit quieter, I turn to the group and I'm like, Hey guys. So you know that weird wizard that was like in all of our heads earlier? Do you
Isn't in
remember
my
that
head,
one?
but go on.
No.
The one who tried.
That you know of, sure. Anyways, so she, I think, is hitting on me. She asked me to meet her late tonight at the tavern. She does want all of you guys to also be there, but I mean,
Okay,
she
that's a bit
did say it
kinky.
to me, so
Where did she hit you?
what? No. Oh, sorry, Meepo. When someone says hit on me, it actually means like romantic advances.
Beepo will just look at you like very bewildered. He's like, you use physical violence to show affection.
No. Well, some people do. Um Not
You,
most
s-
people though.
you smooth skins, I swear. And he just starts writing.
Sometimes hit each other for romance.
Question mark.
I
Like huge, like draconic, written in draconic question mark. Like, what the fuck?
But anyways, I had a really great time extorting those monarchs with you all.
Did we get our money, by the way?
You
I think so.
he said you will get the money. It will be delivered to you guys at the end of the day because they have to get it together and obviously get the contract that you wanted and the copy of that.
That's important.
So that will be delivered to you guys later tonight. Got really thrown off because the message in chat, I looked at it, went to go and approve it, and then Ziggy already did.
No,
and I was
don't
like,
worry, I got you. I'm a super mod. Don't worry about me. I figured it out.
So yeah, so you guys, it's up to you on what you want to do now. You still have plenty of time in the day. You have 2 quests now. You have the other tavern board quest, which was find Tinks's missing book, or go on outside of the city and try and figure out these bandit issues. So
Cool. I look at the group. So okay, we could go fight a bunch of people or look for a book. Thoughts?
What if the people have the book?
Ooh.
That's a good point.
Yeah, hold on. Do we still have the bounty of like to find the book? Do we still have that?
did one of you guys take it? I think one of you grabbed. I think one of you did grab.
Yeah,
it.
I'm
we
pretty sure
grabbed
we
all of
grabbed
them.
all of
Yeah.
them. I think we
except
really
for
just said
the-
we'll deal with all of them.
Yeah, except for the god anger one, the god's anger.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, we didn't we
Yeah,
put that
so-
we did grab that one, but we put it back.
Well, no, Meepo grabbed it and put it in his book. Like
Oh.
he's studying this.
So I'll
Okay.
read off the missing book one again, so you guys don't have to go and track it down.
Yeah.
The missing book one has the seal. I'm gonna actually turn it on to maybe so people can also see it. But yeah, his missing book. It has a sketch of this book. It's like a book binded with some like buckles and has a large stone here in the center. And then it reads, Mr. Tinks of Tinks Nifty Knacks has reported a book stolen from his supplies last week. He claims it has magical properties. A group of quote-unquote ruffians supposedly stole it last week and ran. He suspects that they are hiding out by the southern docks as he sees them down there quite often.
I forgot it was for Tink, and now I really want to do it because I was really mean to him. But
Ziggy-
also, I love him.
Ziggy, you want to know what's amazing? You told me that you scammed him and like and
scam
swindled him, but you swindled me. I didn't realize you were trying to scam him. I was just like, oh man, yeah, that was really mean of him. Oh no.
So we're just
My character didn't care at all. It was a scam. I'm a scammer.
So
I'm a
we
scam
are
artist.
literally a party of gaslighting, like
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss, baby.
Gaslight professionals.
I'm gonna
the
rate the
professional gaslighters.
I want to rate the gaslighters as one of our titles, but anytime someone refers to us as that, we'll be like, why would you say that?
That's our name.
I love that.
So, if Meepo understands correctly, our options are either go down to the docks and potentially confront some ruffians, or go outside of the city and potentially confront some ruffians.
Yes.
Well, I think the
Which
ones
one's
closer to
closer?
home would be better.
Oh, also the
That makes
reward
sense.
was
We
3
do
small
have a
sunstones.
meeting.
3 small
I would like the
sunstones.
I would like the sunstone so I could add it to continue my research on the matter. Perhaps figure out what happened with Snowball.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Really glad you guys
But
picked that
not
one.
replicate it,
I didn't
right?
have the other one ready.
No, no, not
Okay.
intentionally, at least.
Okay, that's fine. I'm all for science and knowledge. I just need to make sure you're not trying to do bad things.
I would love the
Define-
knowledge of what happens when you eat it, though.
Define bad
Oh,
things.
let's eat it then.
What?
Okay, well, I don't want to eat it.
Oh, I'll do it.
Oh.
Well, Meepo like has the shards in his hand. He's like, "Well, you could. However, these lost all of their charge. This is literally
Oh.
just crystal."
I hold up one of the 3 that I have. What about this one?
Can I see that for a moment?
Yeah, I hand it over.
Can I do? Is there something like a roll I can do? Like Meepo, this is the first time Meepo's holding like a non-drained, shattered sunstone.
Yeah,
So,
roll an Arcana
you
check.
want me to-
What are you trying
Yeah.
to find out about it? Just kind of what its properties are?
I'm trying. Basically, I guess the way I interpret this is, this is the first time Meepo sees this, and he's gonna like compare, like, what's the difference between a broken and used sunstone and what's a charged and active one,
Okay. Yeah,
like
roll.
specifically.
I guess it'd be an Arcana. Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah. Boy, am I glad I am proficient in Arcana. Oh my god, why am I rolling so well today? That's an 18 plus 7, so that's 25.
God must be nice.
Poor
I
person.
literally have done one roll and it was a 3.
I'm gonna put this dice in dice jail. It's rolling too hot right now.
Okay.
It's
So-
gonna fuck me at some point, and I'm not here for it.
Meepo
Hopefully it takes you
kind
out to dinner first.
of Meepo has the 2 shards in either hand. He kind of shakes the one and shakes the other. It's kind of looking at it. Investigating this sunstone, he can as the first time as he's actually holding a charged one, kind of feels this like elemental kind of energy, almost like buzzing in his hand, like it's like almost ready to burst, not like literally, but like it's as if the magic inside is looking for a release. Whereas the other ones are kind of gray in color, and they just look like almost now empty husks. Like how like a normal like quartz crystal. It looks pretty much like just an empty husk. It's drained from all color. It's maybe a kind of pale yellow to it, but it's mostly just seems like just any old rock you may pick up from the ground.
Okay. And like, I don't want to spend hours because
No, you're
I'm
good.
sure Meepo could spend hours studying this. Is there like, so I now he knows the difference between the two. But the active sunstone, you said Meepo has like a feeling with it, but does he physically see something to it? Like, is there like visible
there is,
magic
like-
going on, or
It looks like there's like some kind of like swirling energy inside of these crystals, ever so faintly. Like if you kind of like shift it, you can kind of see this like swirling stuff inside that he assumes is the magical properties of these stones.
And I'm sure he can't figure out what's causing that type, like what type of magic it is, or what's causing
No,
it,
as
or
far
anything
as
like
as
that.
far as he can
Okay.
tell, it just seems like there's some sort of like these magical elements to these stones where they just set the
Gotcha.
energy inside of it.
Rafi,
Hmm?
would you mind if Meepo held on to this for a little bit and studied it, and I
Oh.
would give it back to you once I'm done?
But I earned that. I
Oh, no.
sang really good and they gave it to me.
Meepo's not saying he wants to keep it. He's asking Arafi if Arafi would mind if Meepo was holding it for a while and continued his
All
research.
right.
It's
But
still
only because I
Arafi's
have
sunstone.
2 more.
It's still very much Arafi's sunstone. Meepo would never
Okay.
think to use or do anything with it.
All right. All
And
right.
I'm gonna pocket it and keep it to study it later.
So, you guys said you were gonna go down to the docks, right?
Mhm.
As far as you know, you do know the way down to the docks from the castle, since you guys came up from the docks earlier. They are kind of southward to where you currently are. So,
We're gonna run into that guy who was asking us for signatures and fares, and none of us paid him or signed anything walking on
Hope
here.
so. I really hope so.
I forgot about him.
What did I do?
I
did I
didn't.
just walk past him? What did
don't
I
remember.
do? I don't even
You
remember.
want to say you gave him like flowers or something? Like you were just like,
Yeah,
here you
I
go, and you just walked
did.
He
out.
just put something in his hand
Whatever.
and walked away.
Yeah, and literally the rest of us just like Percival just kind of walked through him. It was like try to stop me.
Yeah.
And Meepo was literally just so small, like he turned back around to find Meepo, and Meepo was gone. Like
He was
we
busy. He was
literally-
busy. Like, hello. Wait. Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Whatever.
we
where did he
literally
go?
we've literally illegally like entered the border of this place.
And now we work for the king, so what are they gonna do about it? We have a work visa now, fools! We're the professionals!
That's how we do it.
God. Okay. So you guys are heading down to the docks then?
Uh-huh.
Sorry?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought someone said something, so I was waiting. Okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
So you guys make your way down to the docks, and the streets are busy with people now. It's like midday. Everyone's bustling about, running their errands, doing what it is what people do, whatever townsfolk do. Their usual stuff. Carriages going along. Some of them being drawn by horses, some moving on their own. As you kind of make your way down to the dock, and
Making our way down.
making our way downtown, walking fast, scamming people. Da, da, da. So you make it down the dock and the market that you guys. Well, I think it was just Percival. Percival, were you the only one that stopped by the fish market and stuff while everyone else went into the city? Either way.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, because
'Cause
you
I-
were doing something.
Yeah, I was looking for something, a name of which I do not remember, but I'm sure you know.
Yeah, I know.
I know the reason, I don't remember the name.
I have the thing still that I can resend you if you want it. But
Mysteries.
if not, it's somewhere in our DMs.
Yeah, I was gonna say that means it's in our DMs, and I just need to scroll up.
Yeah, it's also a cool, funky little sheet that I drew because I'm extra.
Wow. Thanks.
It's not for you.
I want to see it though. I don't care if it's not for me. I just like things.
No.
All right,
It's
fair
a
enough.
secret.
I'll get my own secret thing, and none of you can have it.
It's up to Drillian if he wants to share it with you or not.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I just someday when I do know about it, I better also see the cool little card. That's
You
all
will.
I'm saying.
I'll make sure to post it in the Discord
Cool.
whenever the
Good.
fun little
Good.
thing is.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's literally like such a mundane little thing.
It's yeah.
No, but it's
The-
your
small.
thing, Drillian.
Yeah,
and I
it is my
appreciate
thing. It is my thing,
I'm-
and it's
I'm
special
so
to
happy
me.
for you. That's
Okay.
beautiful. I'm really glad.
So, okay. So, I've been.
we're
so-
going to the docks.
Yeah, you're at the docks. You're in the market now, and all you guys know is that there's some sort of band of quote unquote ruffians that frequent the docks. Where do you want to start? You can ask some people around if they know anything or have seen anything weird. You
Uh-huh.
can investigate.
I walk up to the first person I see.
Okay.
Have you seen any ruffians with a book?
This woman kind of stands there. She's like, "What?" Just kind of
Oh, I'm
walks.
so sorry.
Sorry, she just starts to walk away
Rafi.
as you're busy
Ma'am.
saying, "Hey," and she keeps
Wait.
walking. She's got groceries in
Ma'am,
her
please.
hands. She's like, "I gotta go."
Do you need help carrying your groceries?
No, ma'am. Bye. Jesus.
That was so rude. Maybe all of the people here are rude, like the queen.
We should have
She-
referred them, yes.
Well, so far it's all the women.
No, it can't be women.
Oh,
Don't say that, Percival.
Well, I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead.
it's the queen, it's this lady. Aside from you lot, I haven't met a nice lady here.
There's like vendors
Oh,
and
that's
stuff, right? Like
why.
there's people like selling fish and there's people like
To be fair,
selling
she
stuff
just
there,
screamed
right?
at me, so you know.
Before that, she asked us very nicely to find her husband while
I
crying.
just imagine like Percival gets a flashback of just this screaming, sobbing lady like just hitting on his arm like like her husband, and he's like, "Wow, this bitch."
It's like, God, no
Rude.
thanks. I brought the body back. Like,
That's not very professional at all of her, honestly.
Oh my
Mhm.
god. Okay.
We found the true enemy of this campaign. Women.
Women! Oh
Oh god.
no!
Oh dear.
We've made a party of misogynists.
No!
Oh god.
Oh god. Okay, sorry.
We're gonna go help the benevolent Grand Wizard of Ben Shapiro.
Oh no. Okay.
He hates
But there
us.
is like vendors and stuff, right, on the docks?
Yeah, there are
Like people
yeah.
who aren't just trying to buy things and go
Yeah.
home.
There are people
Okay.
that are genuinely working and are not just busy mothers trying to get home to their kids.
I walk up to one of them and I look at what are they selling? The first one I see, what are they selling?
It's a jewelry stand, ironically enough.
I love jewelry. Okay, yeah. I'm like browsing the wares and I'm like, is it like touchable? Am I allowed to touch it without it being weird? Can I like
yeah, you
pick
can
things
you can
up?
touch stuff and this
Cool.
kind of young lady, she pipes up. I had to make her a lady now. I got watching you
Yeah.
tonight. You look like a beautiful young lady. I'm sure you would love some beautiful jewels. What are you looking for today? We got things from ambers to beautiful peridite. What are you looking for? You look like an amber lady. I think amber would go beautifully with your complexion.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I would love to look at some amber pieces. Oh, also,
It's
have you
immediately
seen
derailed.
Ruffian? Also, have you seen Ruffians with a book by chance?
Ruffians with a book.
Mhm.
I can't say I've seen them with a book, but there is a group of kids that do tend to cause a bit of mischief around here. Could they possibly be these ruffians? They take
Maybe.
something?
Yes, they did take a book. That's why I was asking about the book. One, I would love to look at that ring. That one is so pretty. I just put some random. My character's really into this. Random amber ring. She loves it. I want to see that one. Also, but yes,
of course.
do you know where they would be?
I've seen them around. Usually they're playing down by the fishing the fish.
Uh-huh. Where they do the fishing?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay.
cool.
Fisher.
That's
How
out
much
down.
is this ring?
Uh,
How much it cost?
one silver.
Oh, deal. Mine. Hold on, let me get that out of my character sheet.
I believe.
Oh yeah,
agree.
I guess we all except for Meepo got money because Meepo wasn't part of that initial deal and conversation, right?
We don't have it yet though, do we?
No, you don't
Oh,
have. You
that's
don't
No,
have.
we
right.
don't have the money yet. I have some money, like
Also, I
from my
love-
original
I
character
love
sheet.
that Meepo wasn't part of this conversation. He was standing right there.
He was doing trigonometry.
Yeah, he was too busy math.
He was battling a wizard in his mind that wasn't even there anymore, okay? He was playing 6D chess while you were over here playing
Checkers.
Monopoly, okay?
Monopoly
Right.
with
Of
money.
course.
The game of
Anyways.
life.
I believe all the fishermen are down at the shore today. It's out to the. I'm trying to orientate myself down west on the docks.
Thank you so much. I take the amber ring and I go back to the group and I'm like, I give her the money. I'm not stealing it. I want to clarify.
He has to walk away
I-
without giving her any money. She's like, wait, excuse me.
I pay for the ring and then I take it and walk back to my group and I'm like, look at this ring I just bought. Isn't it so pretty? And I'm like showing it off.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Did you get
Also-
information?
Yes. Also that. She said that she thinks the kids that might have done this hang out over by where they do the fishing. It's south. She said south, right?
She said west.
It's west.
South would be the middle of the ocean.
I think someone needs to join you next time you go talk to people.
I mean, you could have. I wasn't
I,
stopping you. I just
I was actually kind of thinking this earlier. Perhaps going forward, we should try to remain either together or at least stay accompanied, perhaps in teams of two. Traveling alone, especially since we'll be carrying large sums of money, can be dangerous.
Do you guys know I was only like 5 feet away? I didn't travel very far.
Listen,
Like I wasn't
Rafi,
alone. I
we
was right.
could
I
not see
point
you
to
through
the
the crowd. We
stand.
were terrified.
I point to the stand that's
was
like
so
literally within
scared.
arm's length of us, and I'm like, I was
You
standing
can't be
right
right next to a
there.
bunch
Did
of
you guys
glory.
know
I like
that?
to imagine Percival was just looking at a bunch of heads and like could not make your tiefling horns out from the other tiefling like 5 feet away from you, and he's just
I
Percival wasn't even
imagine,
facing the stand. He was
like,
looking
yeah, he
the
was
other
looking
way.
the other way. Sees
I
another.
imagine Percival gets like he has like no object permanence, so like Arafi walks up, he gets like a fucking leaf falls in front of his visor. He's like, "Where'd you go?" Immediately.
But Meeple wasn't quite
Oh.
meaning in this particular situation, because yes, you were right there.
Oh,
I'm meaning in general.
oh, yeah. You want us to? Oh, because we're all best friends. We're gonna hang out all the time. I'm okay with that.
That is
All the
one way
time?
of understanding it,
Well,
I
that's what Meepo
suppose.
just said. All of the time.
Okay. Okay. This does
That's
not
why you guys are
mean
gonna go on my
bathrooms.
date with me later
Oh
tonight,
yes,
right?
the date.
Yeah. So we have to
Beautiful.
stay together all this. So that really makes sense. She must have known
Should we
that
should we
about
buy your date
adventuring.
flowers?
We should. It would be so rude of me to not have flowers. That was such a good idea. I
You're
will look for
welcome.
flowers while we're looking for those kids.
Okay.
I guess not to speed things along, but I guess we would basically walk up and try to get like a physical description of what these kids look like from people around, you know? And maybe start trying to hunt them down.
West.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing? You asking questions, or are you just walking straight forward west?
I will wait for the rest of the
Okay.
group to see what they want to do.
Percival is gonna kind of like go west and wait until he finds a guard, and then he's gonna walk up to the guard and ask them if they're aware of where some
They're
hooligans
useless in
and
this
ruffians
town.
that might have stolen the book would be.
Oh god. A ruffian.
I'm following directly behind them.
Okay. So you guys have kind
They
of
can't see me though. I'm behind.
You're right. He doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
she's just gone. So you guys have you guys have started walking west. Percival has stopped and is like speaking with a guard. You learn that they have been trying to get these kids for the past couple of weeks, but every time they try and chase them down, well, obviously they can't move quite as fast in this heavy plate armor compared to these nimble children, and they seem to always squeeze away before they're caught.
Can't even catch children.
I mean, I could take the
Useless
plate armor off of
guards.
your hands if you want.
I love
Saying.
Percival.
God, that sounded so intimidating. It's like I can take it off you if you need.
Take
Just
that
saying,
armor off.
if it's a hindrance, like I will happily take it off your hands. You don't need to keep it or anything.
He reassures like that won't be necessary. Especially since this armor has like the crest of like the kingdom, like the royal crest, and like wearing this armor while not being a royal knight could be grounds for impersonation and imprisonment. So
we're employees of the crown.
Mm-hmm. They said we could have
what
that.
would be wrong with
you're not
wearing the
knights.
crown armor?
Who said that?
But you're not knights of the crown.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. You
Maybe
don't
a couple
know
more
what's gonna
cats and we're a
happen.
shoo-in.
That's gonna be part of our
God.
next contract. Once we kill the bandits, you have to knight us also. Thank you.
God. Oh Lord
I'm
Almighty.
writing that in.
Okay.
Let me persuade him again, I'll do it.
Barbarian's the most charismatic one of us all.
You get a description of these two kids. One's kind of more tall and lanky, ruffled kind of brown hair, kind of old peasanty clothes, kind of covered in dirt and soot and stuff. Another smaller kid, a little shorter, a little more stout, long blonde hair, equally as, I don't know, not nimble, but equally as annoying.
They are children. That makes sense.
Yeah. And they are stealing things quite often from the market and shops in town. So
I was about to say, I think it's more the fact that they steal than the fact that
No,
they're
it's that they're
children.
children. Can convert.
so yeah, he gives you the description and kind of again points you in the way of where usually they're mostly reported to be seen by commoners, which is the west where the fishing people are, fishermen.
I knew it. I knew it was West.
Yeah.
That is what the woman said.
Proud of you.
Thank you. We start walking west. Let's go.
Okay.
West.
Uh,
I'm going
may-
that way now.
Before we
Rafi,
leave,
where did you come from?
before we leave, would it be so unkind for Meepo to ask if Meepo could borrow 10 gold pieces from someone?
What do you need him for?
Yeah, what do you need it for?
I need to buy charcoal
Why?
What do you... That's a
to
lot
help
of...
us with our quest.
Hey, Meepo,
Arson.
10 gold worth of charcoal
That's
is
a
a
lot of
lot of
charcoal.
charcoal.
I am aware.
Can you
work out.
carry this charcoal?
Yeah, can you carry that amount of charcoal?
I don't need to carry it very far.
What are you doing with the charcoal, Meepo?
Meepo.
It's going to aid us in our quest.
How?
Do you not trust Meepo?
No.
I trust you, Meepo, but you
Oh.
were talking earlier about magic and learning and science, and I love knowing things, you know? So I'd
Well,
love to know more about what you're doing.
you see,
so
the
I can
thing
understand
is Meepo has no idea if this is even going to work.
Well, but what are you trying to do? Because I also know magic. I could maybe help, you
Are
know?
you gonna forge the book?
No, no,
Okay.
no, no.
Time to copy a book. Let's go.
Transfiguration book
Something on
out of
fire?
fucking charcoal.
No, Meepo Meepo's prior mentor taught Meepo many things, and one of those was actually spawning a friend, he used to call it, from another dimension. And said friend could then do small tasks and things. And I remember my old mentor, his friend was actually quite useful for scouting and able to fly around and notice things for us from a distance. I thought maybe it could help, tracking those children down. Take it from Meepo, tracking children down can be quite difficult.
How much did Meepo need?
10 gold.
And gold.
Oh lord.
Do you guys even
Oh,
have
yeah,
10
let me-
gold this early on?
I don't know. Let me check. No.
Percival will reach into his pouch and pull out 10 gold coins and hold it out
Alright.
for Meepo.
And you are now
Thank you
broke.
Thank you kindly, Percival. Meepo will pay you back in due time once we receive our large sum of gold.
So that's true. You
And-
do know he's good for it. That's fair.
But
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you know you'll be
when
getting
in
it back.
doubt, I'll just take 10 off the top.
Yeah. Fair.
Percival just nods and says, "You're doing it for us. I'm doing it for you."
Of course.
Aw.
Oh, that's
So
cute. Stop.
Meepo will attempt to find a charcoal maker. Which charcoal? The reason why I'm saying a charcoal maker because people are like, "What the fuck, charcoal maker?" Back in medieval times, charcoal was super useful and very important. So they actually had like an entire job dedicated to making and harvesting charcoal.
Yeah.
So he's trying to find something like that, or somewhere he could find
I
a shit
wanna
ton of charcoal.
Roll an I think it would be investigation check just to see if you can see any sort of charcoal maker around
Yeah.
here. Because you have kind of
Absolutely.
walked further west where more of the more like fishing and like produce type of stands are.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Can I help?
Investigation.
Help them look.
Yes.
Question mark cart.
So
Thank
advantageru.
What are you gonna do to try and aid his help? Just look around as well.
I'm just also gonna look. Yeah, I'm just the second set
Then-
of eyes. You
yeah,
know?
then you can roll. You can roll an investigation. Rafi can roll
Oh, me
separately.
also.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
'Cause, I mean, if you're
Ooh,
you're not becoming his eyes, you are looking within.
Oh, that's
I
fair. You know,
rolled a 17.
Oh, me
17?
too. Let's
wow,
go.
Hey,
Fun
twinsies.
fact: I have a -1 to investigation, so
I
I
have
did
a
roll
plus.
18.
I have a +5.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that's so funny that we both rolled 17.
So
Okay,
yeah,
anyways.
you find a charcoal stand and you're able. It's kind of back a few paces from where you guys have already come from, but it's not too far. You kind of walk and you're able to get your trade for your 10 charcoal or what, how much was it? 10 golds worth of charcoal.
You get 10 charcoal. Here you go. One
Technically,
gold per.
it's-
10 golds.
So
of
basically,
charcoal.
it's 10 golds worth
Yeah.
of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Mhm.
I'm guessing like incense and herbs you could just kind of find. So I like the idea of just a big fucking like Meepo showing up at the charcoal maker, like I'll buy your entire stock,
kind of
and like this is like a shit ton of charcoal. I'm guessing like Meepo could never possibly carry this.
yeah. How much is I don't know if where it would be at in the manual on how much charcoal would be, but I would assume charcoal would be pretty damn cheap.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the specific spell components specifically say 10 golds worth of whatever. So I think
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
just like what we're doing here. So we got 10 golds worth. It doesn't matter how much
doesn't
that
need to be
is
an
because
amount.
we're about
Yeah.
to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly like I basically I just imagine like shoveling like pounds and pounds of charcoal like in front of Meepo, and Meepo's like, "That's enough, perfect."
Tell me when to
And
stop.
he grabs a bit
It's
of
like
an incense
Parmesan
stick,
shaving the charcoal off the log, you know?
and Meepo is going to go ahead and cast Find Familiar.
Now we both have a
I
familiar.
believe I have
Yeah.
your familiar. Your
my
familiar sheet
my
is also
dove
on your.
squawks aggressively.
I do have a familiar sheet
Yeah,
already made up.
It's Hoot,
Um,
right? Hoot is the
yes.
Yeah, okay.
But this is the first time Meepo has used this spell, so
Yeah. I
um,
saw it yesterday when I was looking through everyone's sheets, and I'm like, oh, I
Yeah,
didn't scroll down.
So Meepo cast the spell. Ta-da! What happens?
So your little flurry, little puff of smoke and magic kind of dissolves into this little owl. It doesn't say what kind of breed of owl, or is he just an owl? It doesn't say
Just
here.
I imagine him just as an owl. So it's whatever you see it as. You can describe him. You're the DM. I'm giving you all
I wasn't
creative
sure.
liberties
Yeah,
on this.
okay. I wasn't sure if you
Yeah.
had a specific like look in mind
Nope.
that you wanted. I need to.
Not at all.
Okay. So this little puff of smoke kind of dissipates, and you see now occupying this space a little, well, not very much little, because it's not a very little bird. A barn owl, just kind of sitting there, hooting next to you, ready for
And,
I'm immediately like cooing at the bird and trying to like pet it a little bit. Hi there.
You're
hello."
holding your your
Yeah.
little dove, like
my my horribly messed up dove is like clutching onto me, terrified of another bird sound nearby, and I'm like, hi, baby.
he's
Meepo.
terrified. He is sitting in your hands, shaking.
Meepo will,
I reassure him. I'm like, it's okay. Shh, 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 shh.
Meepo will
his
come
little
up to the owl and be like,
Yes, hello. I believe my my old mentor called,
My ancient
well, he
mentor.
was quite ancient actually. But my old mentor said to use this to make a friend. So you are now my friend, creature. What creature is a terrible name, however, so what should I call you?
and immediately the owl just hoots. Like,
It's
just,
just-
woo, and he's like, I just imagine just, woo. And Meepo's like, yes. Who? Yes. I understood. And that's the joke. That's why it's called
I love
Hoot,
it.
because
It's-
Meepo's
I love
inept. But
That's
anyways,
beautiful. That's
Uh,
beautiful.
so Meepo is then going to ask his friendly familiar to fly up as far up into the sky as it can and use its beautiful vision. It's like 100 feet above Meepo, basically. You just get a bird's eye view to try to find these ruffians, these children.
What's happening with my...
Um,
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a investigation then for Hoot on if he finds these
Yeah,
kids.
but basic and Meepo is also like periodically he's looking through the eyes of Hoot as they're
Yeah.
looking up there.
Would anyone else like to also roll an investigation from the ground looking for these boys? Ziggy died.
No, I'm terrible at it.
Ziggy dead.
I have a
Ziggy's asleep.
+1, and I don't know how helpful that's gonna be.
Listen, y'all, you can never know until you try.
So true, bestie.
I mean, yeah, I guess if we all can look, I might as well.
Since I'm just looking with the owl, I'm not actually searching. I'm just looking. Could this be considered a perception check for the owl?
I guess I don't know the exact. I don't exactly know what the difference is between perception and investigation, because investigation is when you're actively looking for something specific, isn't it?
Right.
But perception
Investigation
is kind of like if you notice something.
Right, and that's the thing is, the way I've always worked out is perception is, like you said, is noticing something. So if you're looking off in the distance and you notice something, that's your perception being used. Investigation is when you're actively like fucking with something to try to figure out how it works and how to find it. You know, you're like opening up cupboards. You're digging your hand along the wall trying to figure stuff out. That's always it's your call.
I still
It's
think
your
it
call
might
how
be
you-
investigation since you told Hoot exactly what you were looking for. So I see
Okay.
perception more as like if you're looking off, you notice this thing happening. Or...
Sure. All right. So I'm rolling investigation, and since he's an owl, and D&D familiars and animal stats are completely stupid. It's not gonna be good.
Okay. Did you
yeah.
guys? Did the rest of you guys roll as well?
15.
15.
11.
11. Okay. Did Percival roll?
10.
10. Okay. A 15 was enough. So...
Ooh.
Hoot,
I'm a
unfortunately,
barbarian. I shouldn't be doing good things here.
Hey, Ziggy, you back?
I'm so sorry. Hello, my family. Hi, my family walked into my room. Sorry.
You're good. Did you want to
Hi,
roll
I'm back.
investigation as well? Quickly.
What are we doing?
I mean, Querty
Looking for
already,
them
yeah, Querty
goddamn
already
kids.
has rolled high enough. But if you want to roll, you can too.
Oh no, it's fine. I was
Alright.
I was associating my character.
Oh, good.
That's what happened.
She zoned out. She was just really looking at her new
Yeah.
ring. She loved.
She was looking at her dove. She was
Yeah.
looking at the dove, and she was petting him, giving him a love. Kind of zoned out a bit, you know.
Okay, so Querty, you notice kind of off in the distance this little band of kids kind of on the ground playing with some sticks and rocks. Kind of seems like they have some sort of game going, and you see two kids
And rocks.
Yeah, sticks and rocks. I know. I know.
Whoa.
And you see two kids that look oddly similar to the description that you have been given. Hoot, unfortunately, as wonderful as his owl eyes are, not quite equipped enough to see this much in the day for these kids from above.
Mm.
Which I find quite
And
odd
Meepo.
since he's an owl, but it's fine.
Well, it's like I said. I don't like.
It's daytime. He has
Yeah.
night vision. He's a
Yeah.
night hunter.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
But it's I don't like how animals are run in D&D because their stats
We can
make
always
no
respec
sense.
him because this is
No,
homebrew.
no.
This is
We'll-
always
we'll
homebrew,
figure
baby,
it
and
out.
we're here for a fun time, not an accurately ruled time.
But maybe next time I'll
Yeah.
maybe next time I'll just have Meepo look through Hoot's eyes and then use Meepo's actual
Oh,
investigation. Could be
true.
another
Yeah.
option.
That could be
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Do you want to approach these kids? Do you want to sneak up on them? What's your game plan? Do you tell everyone else that you've seen this now?
Hey, so Meepo, did your owl spot anything funky?
He spotted many things, but nothing quite like we're looking for.
So he didn't see the children down there.
There's children?
Do none of you see the
Oh,
children
Rafi,
down
where
there?
did you come from?
Oh, hi. Hi, Percival. I've been here.
I think
I
personally,
realized that-
I think object permanence is the funniest bit for some reason.
I realized then that Percival has never actually seen my little dove because it's never been at like eye level with him. So I hold it up so he can see it. This is my friend. I don't think I've introduced you. Say hi.
You see this little
Hello.
You see this little white dove with no eyes, no wings. You have no idea how this thing is alive. Yeah. You have no idea how this thing is lived, but oddly enough, it looks healthy.
I feel like Percival would have to try and do some kind of like insight or some kind of check on this poor little thing.
Roll an insight check.
All right. What is my insight? Not good. Total of 7.
You look at this bird, and I mean, albeit that it is missing its eyes and wings, it looks healthy, looks well fed, looks in good health. Albeit a little intimidated by everything going on, but other than that,
it doesn't have
looks fine.
eyes or wings. It's probably pretty always a little scared.
So, not to change the subject of Arafi's malnourished bird.
She's not malnourished. She's perfectly healthy. She's disabled.
Fair enough.
Don't bully the bird, man.
How
Come on
would
now.
you?
Mhm.
Oh, it's okay to bully everyone else, but don't
Oh
bully.
yeah,
Not my
We're
bird.
kind
You
to
can't bully
animals.
my bird.
But anyways, what was I gonna
Oh.
say? How would you like to proceed to deal with these miscreants?
I say
Those
we
miscreants?
don't intimidate them by like all walking over, because I mean you've got huge old Percival here
Still covered in
full
blood.
armor, covered in
Yeah,
blood.
you're still covered in blood all down the front.
I'm also quite tall, and I'm not gonna lie to you, a bit of an asshole. Meepo.
Meepo's small like the
Meepo.
kids. Maybe
Oh my
he'll
god,
like
that's
that.
true. Meepo, go make friends with the children.
That's-
We will
There's
stand at a
only one way
distance.
this could go.
Meepo doesn't actually like children, though. I
Wait,
have a
why
bad
not?
past with children.
Just think
shall we
about it,
say.
you're smarter than them. So just go in there knowing you're smarter than them.
Is this what the group has decided?
Well, I don't know who else would do it. If Percival can't and QWERTY can't, I don't know who else would do it.
I mean, Rafi, you're also very sweet, so it's either we deceive
What?
them with a Meepo, or
Meepo, would you like me to
Rafi
pretend to be your father?
covered in blood.
Wait, no, I would be far too scary for the kids.
Meepo,
I
Meepo
could-
looks up. Meepo looks up to Percival, looks at himself like the silhouette is way off. Like Meepo's this little like gremlin creature, like
hunched out. I imagine him like hunched out. He's already small, but
backwards
also like
ankles,
hunched.
like with like inverted knees. Like it's not working at all. He's like, I
You're
don't
adopted, it's okay.
I don't believe that.
I
that
could
would,
be your mom.
uh,
Would that
I-
help?
I'll go talk to
believe
the
in you
children.
Yeah.
Meepo just sets off, like very unhappy about this whole
I'll
situation.
stand at a distance enough to hear in, but I'm not
Rafi
associated.
sits a little, stands a little bit too close. Like she doesn't quite understand how far away would be normal. So she's like nearby. They can probably see her, but she's not approaching them.
Just
So I
watching
guess
ominously.
Meepo
She's
is
not
just
even
gonna.
watching. She's looking a little bit to the left of them, so it seems like she's not watching, but she can see out of like her peripherals.
It's very and she's staring into a wall, like very obviously staring into
Yeah.
nothing.
It looks like she's staring just totally zoned
Great
out. That's what it looks
architecture.
like.
But
Wow,
so
stonework.
Meepo,
The stonework is amazing.
Meepo's going to walk up to the children, I suppose.
You walk.
I was whispering, you've got this. We believe in you.
Let's send the
Don't
guy.
fight them.
Let's send the guy with -2 charisma to go charm these children.
I
Let's go.
probably should have asked your charisma first, yeah.
Look, with how I've been rolling and how you've been rolling, you're gonna do a better job.
This is when you get the
Better
nat
than
one.
your cool owl.
You're sending the
He has the
socially inept reptile.
Okay,
go make
It's
friends with the
20 in
children.
charisma.
You
Oh,
approach,
this should be funny.
But I thought it would be way funnier if it was me.
okay, so as you approach these kids, you kind of watch as a few of them like startle at the fact that someone is like approaching them directly, and they grab up some of their like trinkets that they had, and they fucking sprint off. They're like, "Oh shit, gotta get out of here!"
Before,
But-
as soon as he sees them being uneasy, he's like, "Wait, fellow small ones,
Fellow
jeez.
skins.
And this fellow small children, child folk. No, small child folk is how we would call them. Hello, fellow small child folk. How are you?"
The the kind of taller kid that you guys were told about, he kind of stands up. He's got a long stick in his hand. He kind of stands up, like ready to like hit you with it if you do anything. He's like, "What you want? What? What's up? What do you need? We didn't do anything."
No, of course not. I was hanging around. But you see him like thinking about how he's speaking right now. Hanging around the neighborhood and was wondering if you wanted to play a game.
Roll deception. Roll deception.
Let's see how this goes.
I'm tempted to give disadvantage, but I won't.
No.
That's a 15 minus 2. That's a 13.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Hey.
He is not buying it.
Okay. Not even a little.
He kind of started to play and he sort of started to be like, okay. But like as you kept talking, he's like, he wants something. He wants something.
It's just that Meepo found these cool stones, and he takes out Arafi's sunstone.
Hey, my stone!
You didn't ask for your back, mate.
Found this
You
cool
just hear her
stone.
gasp a little bit. You just hear,
Found this cool stone, and was wondering if you wanted to play fetch with it.
This is the best idea we've ever had.
so happy we sent Meepa.
So glad we did this. True professionals.
Yeah, the professional.
I've got no use for a stupid sunstone. Why are you offering me that? He looks like he's growing irritated. Like, you know, he's like defensive. He knows something's up. He thinks like something's happening.
I can still hear.
Okay.
So,
he's like, listen.
How far away is this kid from me?
How close did you start to approach? Like, were you trying
I
to get
was
super close?
I was trying to get within, like, I don't know, like maybe like 5 to 10 feet from him. That was like Meepo's goal, but he's not gonna move so close to the point where if they're gonna bolt, he's not gonna move anymore.
I think you probably got. I think you probably got about 10 feet away from them before some of the other ones realized for sure that you were approaching them and they sprinted off. But you're probably about 10 feet from them.
10 feet away. Okay.
Yeah. Like.
So you know what this is, because I'm a small town folk from out of town, and my mom gave it to me.
I don't know if this is you trying to call me in, but my character sees it that way. So she starts going, Meepo, where'd you go? Like, as she's been standing there the whole time. Meepo, where'd you go?
Meepo's gonna be like,
Roll deception with disadvantage. Just roll deception with disadvantage. Both of you.
I'm helping. Wait, am I rolling or is Meepo rolling?
I'm rolling. Okay, deception. That's a 4 minus 2. That's a 2.
Listen, I know you're trying to help, but the fact that you've been standing there the whole time at a wall.
I hold up a couple of coins in my hand.
Hold on. You said he was 10 feet away, and how many are they all like in a bunch together, 10 feet away?
Yeah, they were kind of like in a small like circle, like
right.
The people
and they're like about to bolt now. They're like, fuck this, we're out of here, right?
The two that you need, one of them is still kind of sitting, but he's like the shorter one's kind of still sitting a bit, but he looks like he's ready to like get up and go if need be. The other kids by now they're gone. They've booked it. But the two that you need, they look like they're cautious and they're ready to either fight or get the fuck out if you guys try anything or try and get closer.
At this point, Meepo's looking at them and he's like, parents, am I right? he's gonna go, oh, hold on, Meepo has another toy for you here. Give me a moment, and I'm gonna put my hand in my pocket and pull out a handful of sand and get sand, and I'm gonna cast sleep on all of them.
Wait, no! I have an answer!
Let him do it.
Meepo,
What does Sleep
I
do
have
again?
suggestion. We roll to see. You roll or Meepo rolls a number of hit points, and it makes the people with the least amount of hit
this
points
is
in the area
the one
fall
that just
asleep.
straight up. It's just like yeah.
If you,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
basically
if we hit their hit point,
roll 5d8.
Oh my god.
And it's the 5d8 goes to the total amount of hit points of everyone it hits. So it goes on to the first target,
And then once
and
they're
and then once they're asleep, the rest of the damage, shall we say, goes to the next target.
Yeah, I got yeah.
And
Okay.
so 5d10 or 5d8,
Roll,
excuse me.
yeah. Don't you need to roll and I feel no, that would probably be a surprise.
Meepo is rolling.
I know. I'm trying to think. Do you need to roll an attack for that?
No.
No,
It's
no
just-
attack. It just happens. It just happens.
It's literally
It costs a
pocket
spell
sand.
slot, so there's no like. It's just if we hit the amount of hit points that they have, they fall asleep.
Okay, I wasn't sure if there was like, cause like you're now like initiating something. I wasn't sure if it would be like you need to roll an attack so it hits them, or if it's just
No.
straight
It's
up.
not like
Sleep-
one of those spells.
Sleep
It's
just hits.
you
Here's
just
the
It
thing
just
about sleep.
hits.
Yeah, it hits
It's different,
different, you
man.
know.
Okay.
You get it.
I actually rolled pretty okay. So that's 14. That's 18.
They're both asleep.
22.
They're you don't have to keep doing that.
26.
All of them asleep. Everyone's
26 total.
You're
Raffy
asleep.
fell asleep.
They're both
Oh, I
asleep,
fell
and maybe one or two
actually-
passerbys that got a whiff of this,
Wait,
but
wait.
they also there's there.
It might be a Raffi because I do have 20. Oh no, I have 20. Maybe not a Raffi. Never mind.
No, you're fine. But
Yeah, you'll be
basically, so the first guy falls asleep definitely because I don't think a child has
They
more
both
than
had 10 health. Like they
perfect. So they're both asleep, and Meepo's like, he looks over at a Raffi. He's like, God, quick.
I sure I run over.
Kidnap the
Meepo,
children.
this is kidnapping. We can't take these children.
It's not kidnapping. We're not moving them anywhere.
You start to see some patrons kind of looking concerningly in your guys' direction.
Quickly,
I
Raffi.
give him.
He
I
grabs
give
one
him
of
a.
the kids and like pulls him
No,
into the alleyway.
I stop him. I stop him. I put my hand on him. I stop him.
Just so you guys know, the way the dock is set up with the city, the dock is lower than the city. So you have the ocean, you have all the shore and like the market. To get up to the city, you have to go upstairs that are placed periodically along this stone wall.
Anyways,
There is no
I grab-
alley to go take these children.
I grab Meepo. I'm like, just sit. I told him to sit because the other kid was sitting, right?
Yeah. So I
say-
sit on the ground.
I lean the one kid who wasn't sitting like up against something like in a sitting position,
Mhm.
and I'm waiting for them to wake back up. I am not doing anything while the children are asleep. I'm
How
just
long does
staying
sleep
there
last?
as if I'm an adult watching over them. Maybe you know.
Is it a minute?
Too many
Hold
juice
on.
boxes for them.
5d8 creatures within 20 feet of one, starting with the creature. Slap. Okay.
I'm starting to now regret the decision sending Meepo in.
With the creature that has lowest hit point, the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends, and it lasts 1 minute. So
Okay.
it's not too bad.
Just a minute, it's fine.
So I'll say, you guys are kind of sitting there now. Percival and Clarity, do you guys approach at all now after seeing things escalate?
I don't know.
It's
This is not a good situation.
It's fine. I got this. I have a plan.
Percival's just gonna kind of keep on the outskirts, like not involved, but just kind of watching, waiting to see if
Yeah.
anything goes wrong.
Qwerty's gonna do the
Listen.
same.
Your guys are the ones that sent Meepo. I'm just saying.
Arafi is actively like holding coins out like in front of them so that they can see it as soon as they wake up. This
Okay.
is her plan currently.
Okay.
What if they scream for help?
Oh, it's fine. I have a backup plan. Don't worry. This is just
Okay.
point one.
Do you
This is just to not use my spell slot. Don't worry.
Do you have one
baby.
grappled or anything like that, or are you just sitting next to
No,
them?
I'm
Okay.
not grappling them. That'd be weird. They're children.
I think at this
They're
point,
just both sitting, and I'm sitting in front of them.
Well, they're kind of like
I
heads
think-
low down. They're like
Yeah, but I'm just
Fit-
I'm sitting like in between them, and I'm holding up. I have a coin in each hand, and I'm like holding each hand in front of the two kids.
I think at this
Okay.
point, Meepo is because Arafi's facing them, and Meepo would be behind the two kids, like right behind them, just in case they try to do something.
Okay, so with that, then I'm gonna say the spell. It's been a minute. The spell wears off as you're like situating yourselves to kind of figure out what you're doing. And the kids kind of wake up and they're startled. They're like, because like they just first he was standing and now he's sitting on the ground, and this strange
He's on the
woman.
ground.
Yeah, this
Hey.
strange woman is sitting next to him with just gold in his face, and he's like, what?
It's
What do you-
silver.
what do you
it's
want?
silver. I just
I
want
didn't-
to clarify.
I didn't
it
take
is
it.
silver.
Oh, silver.
No,
I didn't
that's fine.
take it. I didn't take
Hi.
it. What do you want?
No,
What do
you're
you
cool.
want?
You're cool. You're cool. Here, no. Here's this. Here, you can have this. This is just for you. I hand both of them a silver.
He
I
takes
just
it
wanna talk.
cautiously.
Can we talk?
Okay, what do you want?
I heard that you guys are scavengers.
Be right back. I can still hear.
You happen to get a hold of things that other people misplace. I was just wondering if you had a book. I wanted to see if I could buy it from you.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, we take a lot of things. What book?
From oh god, what was the guy's name that I scammed?
Tink.
Tinks.
What was it?
Tinks.
Tinks.
What?
Tink.
Tink.
Tinks.
Right, I remember. It was from it. Tink misplaced it.
Oh, that's I shouldn't talk about it here. They might get angry if I leave a trail.
Okay. Are you willing to talk about it somewhere else?
What do you have for me?
I Okay, hold on, wait. I want to read this really quick before I say I'm gonna do it. Okay.
You just up and kill him by accident.
No,
You didn't read the spell.
No. I'm just trying to figure out if they know about it after, but it doesn't say they do, so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
We work
and
for
then-
the king, drugging kids and making them
I'm
pass out, and we're
not-
testing other stuff.
I'm not
The
I'm not
kidnappers of
doing anything
Swansboro.
like that. Okay.
The kidnappers.
We did
You
not
gave us this
kidnap
thing about
them.
Sunstones. Is it fair to say that I understand how they work and can use them like this? Or would I not know that yet?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to think for your character, because your character grew up with around like moonstones and
Mhm.
things like that. I think it would be logical to say that you understand that you're able to use the magic inside. So I would say yeah, probably you've probably seen it done a few times by people you knew.
Okay. So can I try to use one because there's two kids, right, that I need to talk to?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try and use one to give me an additional
Spells.
target.
Yeah, target.
Yeah.
Okay.
To cast suggestion on them. So I suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature that you can see and that can hear you and understand you to do like the thing. I can't ask them to do anything like stab themselves or like anything unreasonable, but something that seems like a reasonable request, they will do. It's a wisdom saving throw, and they do the course of action to the best of their ability that I have suggested if they fail.
Okay.
What I want to say, because I don't think realistically what I'm willing to pay them would be enough. That's why I'm doing it. So what I want to say is I want to hold up another like I don't know, like 5 silver, and I want to be like, I have 5 full silver for you guys if you can get me some more information about this.
You said it was a
I
wisdom
would.
saving throw?
Mm-hmm. The DC is. Where's
Well,
my
it doesn't
wizard?
matter because they rolled a 5 and a nat 1.
Oh yeah, they definitely don't pass. It's not that. Yeah, they fail.
They are so enthralled with that money. They're like, oh yeah, we'll do anything for that.
Best 5 silver in the world, baby.
5 silver? Yeah. What do you need? Need me to
Worth
kill someone?
No, no, I don't. That's okay. I just want to talk more about this, but in somewhere that it would be safe for you to do so.
Yeah, well,
Because they said that they couldn't talk about it there because someone would get angry at them. I don't want the kids in trouble. Don't make weird faces, Drillian.
I thought you were yelling at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did I do?
No, not you. Sorry. Drillian was making faces at what I said, and I'm yelling at him for it.
Do you have somewhere
Look,
where we
I'm
can
just
go
saying,
to
everyone
talk?
was calling me misogynist, yet here Ziggy's trying to get kids to an undisclosed second location.
I'm trying to get them somewhere they feel safe was this exact words that I said. So maybe shut your mouth.
We're not very
Fool.
professional.
I think this is very professional.
Thank
Do,
you.
do you have somewhere where we can talk? I don't want prying ears to hear anything.
Sure. God, not the inn. I can't possibly say that.
Well, you do have rooms at the inn.
Yeah, but
Don't
okay,
go into the
Avian,
room
you
again.
understand.
Come to our rented hotel room.
Avian,
I have
that's
wine
not the
coolers in the
problem.
basement.
I know I have a room.
I realized that after I said it, that it probably was
Do you
not.
understand? Avian, hey, TM, you've created this problem for me. You find somewhere that I can talk to these children. You
I think
figure it out. They have
looking
somewhere,
around,
okay?
Meeple looking around, he's gonna spot because we're at the docks, right?
Yeah, you're at the docks.
Yes.
Go ahead
Can
and
I
roll.
find I find a dock that's literally unoccupied and
Yeah.
like at the end of the sea?
Yeah,
So then we
I'll
could
yeah.
be on the dock and no one around us, basically.
I'll say yeah. You can roll. Again, I don't know perception. I don't fucking know the difference between I don't fucking know the difference. Perception. That sounds right for that.
I rolled bad.
No. Can I
roll-
roll? I'm rolling now.
What was
Can
it?
I roll?
Yeah.
I rolled a 3.
I was in it. Oh man.
Plus 3, so 6.
No. Sorry.
You get Ziggy.
I rolled a now one.
There is
Oh.
nowhere that's not
Wow.
the me. You do not
There
see
is
anything.
no privacy around here, huh? Don't you guys have somewhere that's safe? Safe is the word I'm
Jewelry
saying.
store and like talk in there or something.
Can we go back to the palace? Can we talk at the palace?
Yeah, Palace
That feels
Garden.
safe to me. There's guards there.
The other child will let us in.
Oh my god.
Please
Are you
stop
ask-
making us interact with children, Avian. I hate this.
Are you asking him?
D&D, baby.
Are you asking?
Regret so much.
Are you asking the kid directly if they have somewhere where you can go
Yeah.
in secret? Okay. They're still under the suggestion spell, right? They're still
8
under
hours, baby.
Okay. Yeah.
8 hours.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, okay. If you don't have anywhere, I have somewhere. I think though. Yeah.
Can my friends come?
What friends? It's not just you.
Oh fuck.
I pointed to the wild child that came up to them earlier. I pointed.
At this point, Meepo kind of peeks his head in between the two kids. He's been standing behind them the whole time. They haven't noticed. He's like, yes, hello, fellow child
I
folk.
pointed to him, and then the other two that are in my group who are standing awkwardly far away now that I'm pointing out that they're in my group. We just didn't want to like all approach you because that seems intimidating.
Yeah,
Weird, and
the
we're
more the
totally not
merrier.
weird.
We're really normal.
The more the merrier. He does not suspect
Great.
anything. That nat 1 is doing wonders.
Great. We're best friends.
Best
me in
friends
this
now.
case.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm assuming you probably wave over the other. Y'all are following this kid now. Okay. The two kids, they're kind of walking you further west now, where kind of the dock ends, and it seems to kind of reach more of like a beachy shore where the cliff is, where it's no longer been kind of built onto. And leading you guys down a bit further that way, you see a little cubby in the cliffside, a little hole, little cave, kind of sitting there. And he
Cave.
waves y'all on in. You get
I
a
sit
vibes that
on the ground.
this is probably where they stay most of the time, with the fact that there's some
Oh, that's so
bedrolls.
sad. They don't have a home.
No, they're orphans. That's why they
Oh.
steal everything.
They're orphans.
You drugged orphans. How do you feel?
I didn't drug anyone.
You put some orphans to sleep, and
I
now you've
didn't do that.
charmed them.
It wasn't. I did charm them. I'm
think the
very charming.
I think the charming part's a little weirder. If you ask
I'm
me.
very charming. Listen, I'm just asking them to tell us about a book they stole.
You want
I'm
some crystal
literally
dust?
not doing anything else. Okay, anyways.
You want some?
Of course,
You want
we
some
all
crushed
know this.
sunstone, kids?
So differently.
Stop.
Hey, kids.
No.
You know where we can get some crushed sunstone?
No. Anyways,
Oh.
yeah,
Crying.
I sit on the ground in the
Okay.
cave.
Oh God. Sorry, I need to get a hold of myself now. Oh,
You've
Lord
done
Almighty.
this to us. This was your creation.
In my
Let's
head.
remember
In my
that.
head, this went so normal,
It's
and in practice, it
Uh-huh.
did not.
uh-huh.
Oh God.
Mhm.
We have no social skills in this party.
This is why we don't send Meepo to go talk to children.
Meepo, you weren't even that bad. You didn't charm the children.
No, he just put them to sleep like a dog.
I can
You
forgive
think
that.
charm is worse?
Would you rather a fireball?
Okay,
Oh.
anyway.
Kinda.
Anyway. Just kills the whole market. Anyway, so so the kid kind of sits down in front of you, and he's like, "So you're wanting to know about this book, right? This Hinks dude?
Mhm.
It's a bit of an odd story. Me and the others, we got this weird man approached us. He wore a cloak."
Oh
So this
no.
isn't the first time a bunch of weird adults have approached you.
That's why they're not running away and screaming.
They're used to this.
Oh dear.
It's not abnormal for
I'm this
for-
close to adopting them.
It's not abnormal for someone to approach us with work. I mean, rather we're known for our thievery, and you know,
For your
if someone's-
talents, right?
if someone's willing to pay us, we'll do the job. You know, you can see we're not exactly equipped here. So we heard he told this man, he don't know what he looks like. He kept this cloak over his head the whole time, and he kind of looks over at Meepo sitting there like fully cloaked, and it's just like uneasy, but you know, it's continuing.
I take my cloak off. If my hood had been up, I take my hood down when he says that casually.
The horn is just sticking out.
The horn's being obvious for the first time.
He just thought you had a really long head.
And well, maybe I had my hair up. You don't know me.
Yeah. But he said he had a job for us, and he was gonna pay us handsomely. Well, he ended up stiffing us out on that and screwing us over. But what he did give us was that if we told anyone, that he would make sure no one would hire us again. And you don't need to be too educated to know what he meant by that. But he wanted this book for some reason. He had us meet back towards the graveyard in the city. You can say that was not a charming enough meeting, but we made it out alive, I guess, and we gave him the book, and begrudgingly left without our pay. But if you see him, fucking kill him. He's a fucking jerk.
Bet.
Do you know what the book was?
He wouldn't tell us. It was binded shut, and we didn't quite have enough time to read through it, but it just seemed like some just storybook. It just seemed like an ordinary storybook. It had some sort of stone engraved on the front. It just seemed like a normal fantasy type tome of sorts. It didn't seem to have anything fancy with it. I don't know why they wanted it so much.
How much did he promise you?
He promised us each 100 gold each, which with
Oh.
for orphans, we knew it was we knew
He says for orphans. For orphans, wow, that's good.
Oh, some lowly orphans, milady.
that would set us for life. We'd be good to go. We wouldn't have to steal anything again. And in hindsight, I should have probably realized that he was not going to give us that gold. But you know, when you're hungry, you take what you can get.
Well, you're
Of
just a
course.
dumb orphan. You take whatever.
Ah!
Leave my orphans alone. They're trying.
Okay. They said like over by the where'd
yeah.
they say?
Like the graveyard, which I don't actually have marked on the map of Swansboro.
I don't think we're gonna get to that tonight, anyways.
Probably not.
Yeah,
No,
true.
'cause-
It's
Okay.
getting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're getting close to our cutoff time.
yeah, we have about like probably max like 20 minutes cutoff time max.
Yep.
So
I don't think they have anything else left to tell it. Like they don't seem to know anything about this guy because he kept his hood up and all. I'll just ask them. Do you know anything else about him that could help us find him, or just that he hangs out at the graveyard?
other than he was creepy as fuck, not really. Haven't seen
Alright.
him since.
Hey, what's wrong with hanging out at a graveyard?
Well,
Does Percival actually say this?
first of all, okay, cool. I think on that, my character's done. There's nothing else they have to tell us. She hands them. She actually hands them each a gold piece.
His eyes light up. He is like mouth dropped. He has not seen a full gold piece in ages. He's like, what the fuck? Kind of
Thank
like
you.
eyes you suspiciously, like you're about to like stiff him somehow.
Thank you for talking with us.
It's all good. He kind of pockets the gold and tosses the other coin to the other kid.
Yeah, and then I'm good. I'm out. See ya.
Okay. Do these kids
Bye.
remember? Do they remember what happens when you cast suggest? Like, do they remember doing?
So the spell. Here's why I checked before, because all the other spells, like
Yeah, like
charm
charm and stuff.
person
You'll know
tells
if they try.
says at the end that they know, but this one doesn't say that. It just says, like, it doesn't even mention it.
Yeah, I just mean, are
It
they
just says that
aware?
they do
Are they
it.
aware of what they're doing? Like, do they remember
No,
doing?
they know that it
Okay.
happened. Like, they know that they'll remember this happened, but they won't necessarily know that I did magic on them.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure for future reference if they
That's-
had forgotten
yeah.
all of this, or if it was.
No,
they
they'll
do
remember like me and that we chatted and stuff.
Okay.
They'll have the memory. It'll just seem like they just felt like they really wanted to help me for some reason. They don't know why.
Before, so we're all like leaving. We're like, all right, thanks, kids, bye, and
Yeah.
we're leaving, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Before we do that, what's Meepo's vibe on these kids? Do they seem like a bunch of little bastards? Like they're like little rascals that cannot be saved? Or they seem like they're just trying to, fend for themselves and
Roll an
survive,
insight.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Insighted. Where is my insight? Oh, it's not amazing. That's cock. That's 16.
Yeah, you look at these two kids, and you can't see if there's any others around as of the moment. But these two, they seem like they're trying to be kind of tough on the outside, but they just seem like two scared kids just trying to make a living here. So they're just kind of thieving and doing what they can to survive.
Before leaving, Meepo's gonna turn over to them, and he's going to, like, very sternly, like, look deep into their fucking soul, basically, to, like, read that. We're not getting weird again, okay?
You know, this life that's been given to you, considering you're out on the streets, is a very dangerous one. You know, it leads down a dark path that perhaps you won't see the end of. It's not a good life. So if you're looking for change or looking to perhaps start anew, there is a farm on the outskirts of town with a woman who unfortunately just lost her husband. I'm sure that if two able-bodied boys would show up, she would like the help.
They kind of
That's
look.
actually so cute.
They look back at you, and they look back at each other, and then look back at you, and they kind of nod as it look. They look like they're kind of thinking it over, and they're like, "Yeah, that, yeah."
You
They like-
know, roof over your head, food. All you need is honest farm work.
they kind of
If you rob her, however,
We
I
will
will
find
hunt you.
you.
I will
Okay.
hunt you
I
down
thought you were gonna
personally.
say I was gonna give you a pat on the back, something like that.
No. If you rob her, however, I will hunt you down. I promise that.
They kind of look back.
Understand this.
They kind of stand back a little bit, and they're kind of like shaking their head real fast. They're like, "Yeah, okay."
Now scram.
This is
You're
their
my
hideout.
home.
We're scramming. We're
Scram.
scramming. Us are leaving.
I'm just
They
kidding.
they kind of walk a bit further
After
away
that,
into the
Meeple
cave.
will just leave. Meeple will just leave.
Okay. So yeah, I would say you guys make your way kind of out of the cave, and I think we probably should just go ahead and end everything there, just so we don't pick up while you guys are trying to figure out where this graveyard is, and in the middle we need to be like, okay, that's it, while you're in the middle of doing something. So I think that works.
Yeah, we can spend maybe the last 20 so minutes just chatting about the session.
Just chatting. Yeah. I swear, everything. I knew what I had planned was a bit ambitious to get to. We actually got further than I thought we would today. With what I
Let's
had
Hey.
go.
but
Hey,
it took way
it
of
as
a
a win.
turn. Yeah, it took such a turn from what I was expecting to happen.
I'm
Did you not expect us to bully the queen?
No.
I just thought Meepo was gonna get laughed at by some kids, not that we'd use magic on them.
That's
And
what
that
I
you'd
thought
find-
too.
And that you'd find out they're just some poor lowly orphans trying to make it
We
by.
bullied some
Yeah, I feel
orphans.
bad.
Good job.
Oh,
Meepo warned you guys he does not like children.
I don't
Good job.
even know if you were the worst person there.
I did.
You charmed them.
Yeah, so they wouldn't run away. I still paid them way more than I needed to for just telling us that some guy was at a graveyard.
Ziggy paying children for their services.
For their
No.
information.
I wonder what would have happened if we just went up and we were like, "Hey, we're looking for a book. We'll pay you."
If I had went up first, I think it would have been fine and I wouldn't have had to done any magic on them.
Crazy, right?
I think if I just walked up, I just thought it would be really funny if Meepo did it.
And to be fair, it
God.
was.
It was very funny.
So Meepo
And
was like,
worrying.
Fucking
they're running
orphans."
away.
Walking up in a cloak, they can't see your face, and you're just like,
But this wasn't just like Salad being chaotic for the sake of being chaotic. There's a reason why Meepo doesn't like kids,
Oh.
and
I
we might get
figured.
into that.
he eats them
But
for
other than
breakfast.
that, exactly. No, but other than that, great session today. It was actually
Yeah.
really fun.
Mm.
I forget.
It's nice seeing everybody's like characters shine in little moments and things, just the way they
Love
talk and their
Quirky.
personalities. Quitty is not taking any shit from anybody.
I've
Damn.
discovered who she is this session, and I love it.
Who was it that said it in chat? What was it?
I don't know.
Oh man. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to find it. Gaslight, Gale hate, girl boss.
That's Bork. Yeah.
Oh god. I will also say I completely glossed over actually saying the king and queen's name. It's Rickon Shile.
Lillian.
Lillian's the mage.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend. Get it right.
Other than
Whoops.
that,
She's
other
coming
than
on
that,
to me.
we finally have a party name, y'all.
Yeah.
The professional.
Very professional.
But it's Queen Elena
I'm
Shalbrook
sorry.
and King Rickon Shalbrook.
Gotcha.
In canon, Meepo doesn't know any of this.
No.
He's there, king, queen. That's it.
Yeah. I was saying it because I meant to say it in the session and
Oh, that's
completely
fair.
forgot to
Mhm.
say it.
Well,
Will-
king and dickhead.
Queen bitch.
What will Percival find his plate armor? Find out next time.
Will Percival finally get rid of all that blood?
Yeah,
too.
well,
No,
Percival have a
that's
bat.
just part of the coloring now. Let's be
Oh
real.
my gosh.
You're at the ocean now.
This is
You can easily
terrible.
just kind of. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah, just dip yourself
but-
in.
Ocean
Can I
water is not
sing?
good for the chainmail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quickly,
saltwater's terrible for the.
Mm-hmm.
maybe this would be interesting. Favorite moments from everybody?
Oh yeah, favorite moment.
The king literally agreeing to like everything we ask of him.
Oh yeah,
that was,
that nat 20, man.
that was
The
pretty
king
good.
being just an absolute bro and the queen just like was the best part for me.
I like how it went from like, oh, we're doing our
He was
best to,
just a
you know what,
golden
my
retriever.
wife is a bitch. You know, like he really turned around.
I
The
called
king
his
is just
wife
a
a
golden
dumbass.
retriever, man.
Yeah, I really
love
liked
such his
when they
daughter.
were being mean to us because then I got to be a little bit mean back, and that was really fun for me.
Mm.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, my favorite part was the fucking kids. I swear. Oh, they're getting hostile. Go to sleep.
I don't know why.
You
It's
guys just
and-
panic magic.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
did
god.
panic that.
First of all,
Meepo
you and me were
knew.
taking the next step.
Meepo
Yeah,
knew
can you guys
that
approach
moment.
the next people? We don't know how. We have social
That's very cool
anxiety.
people just like, yeah, hey kids.
Oh my god.
Well, you said the two socially anxious people to talk to them.
Where to
But see,
go?
the funny
You've
thing
been such a
is,
smooth talker, Rafi. You've been so smooth talking.
When I have to, I don't want to.
Doesn't know how to deal with kids.
I don't know how to talk to children.
the
I've
funny
only
thing
ever
is,
spoken to adults.
I have
Oh,
a
no
plus
other
3 in
kids.
charisma.
I have a
You're
plus
covered in
5.
blood.
Oh, okay. Well, yes,
Oh.
you're the persuasive one.
No, yeah, but
I have a
Arathi
plus
has
2.
never talked to kids. She doesn't know how.
Oh dear.
But other
They
than that,
scare
any
her.
other favorite moments from anybody?
I just.
I
I'm
like how much
I'm
we've
like
helped the farmer's
sweating
wife out.
from like it's
What's
hot in my
that,
room and laughing. I'm sweating, man.
What's that, Pix?
I like how much we've kind of helped the farmer's wife out, even though she's not been present in all the session. We're like, hey, give her a job.
Yeah.
Hey, go help her at the farm.
Hey, make sure that you compensate her for her husband being killed by your cat.
Yeah. I
We
like
visit her at some point
scamming
and be
the
like, "How's
king
your
into
life?"
paying for our rooms. I liked
Mm.
that part a lot. I
Called
really
them a dumbass and then just was like, hey, how about you pay for us to do this,
Yeah.
yeah?
I
Oh.
really liked Salad's joke about the owl. I thought it was really good.
The what, sir?
Your joke with the owl.
Oh, yeah. What's your name? Oh, yes. I shall call you.
Excellent
Hoot.
name.
Yeah.
Exquisite name, yes. Varian actually brought something up about the owl, which I think is actually super badass. He said because it's only charcoal and nothing else, the familiar is going to just constantly shed black powder. And then Ziggy added Ashen Owl sounds pretty dope as fuck. I didn't think about that. That's actually a really cool image in my head.
Ashen
Mhm.
owl.
This like smoky, charcoaly barn owl flying around.
Ashy. Yeah, I like that a
So you've
lot.
got this really cool, sick-looking bird, and I've got a wingless, eyeless dove.
and
Totally
what's
normal.
what's that
normal.
sick, awesome looking bird's name? Hoot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they can't see shit, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh, right. That was
he's
her
just as
bird name.
blind
Yeah.
as.
Neither can
And-
Ziggy's bird.
Oh,
What I would
and-
find really funny is if Ziggy's bird ever rolls a higher perception than Hoot.
Well, the thing is
My
that
bird
Or
has
investigation.
-5 to perception.
yeah, the thing is with birds and familiars and animals, and like I said, this is a reason why I don't like animal stats in D&D, is they naturally have an intelligence of like -4.
So when you're asked to do like an investigation check, they're literally hot garbage. But it's a
Birds is for
fucking
perception.
exactly. But it's a fucking owl that can spot a mouse from 600 meters in the
Yeah.
sky. You know, it's a weird, doesn't translate well to in game.
I think to fix it, you could say like that the owl should get like a +5, +7 to like perception / investigation.
Well, it does have that.
Both
Like it
for
has
looking at things.
yeah, it has like keen hearing and sight, so it has advantage
Yeah.
on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing and sight, but it's perception. So that's why I was like, can I do perception instead of investigation? Because
sorry.
investigation, no, you're good. It's a fair ruling. So next time, like I said, in that situation, I think I'll have Meepo look through Hoot's eyes, and then it'll just be Meepo's roll.
Yeah.
Maybe have
Which-
Hoot give him the help action or something.
I'm also fully down if you guys want to do something cool with your character. I'm fully down for respeccing something or giving y'all something cool to your character or something. So if you have any ideas for your character, I am fully down for making really cool shit. So
Mm.
I spent like 2 hours or something completely writing up something for one of y'all already and doing stuff. So
Interesting.
which you may or may not
Well,
see next session. It depends on what happens and what all goes down.
I
Ooh,
like
wonder who that was for.
we're discovering more and more about everybody.
I'm really excited for
and-
everything to start unfolding between everyone's backstories and their
Yeah,
character
and
personalities.
we're still in the early like awkward beginnings where not everybody knows everything about everyone. So we're like slowly
We've
like
also got our
So
little
excited.
secrets, and it's so fun to like watch them slowly unfold.
bits of
I love it.
information here and there.
Everyone
Yeah.
everyone has such
Meepo
cool
hates
characters.
kids. Ziggy loves kids.
I actually don't. I'm terrified of them. Thanks.
Like everyone has such cool backstories and like lore and shit like that I've tried really hard to tie into the actual
Of course.
story. And
And
I'm
once we're
really-
done extorting every single kingdom on our way towards the main quest, we
We'll
might
get
get
to
to
that.
those.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm really excited for everyone's like stories to kind of start unfolding and the characters learning more about each other. Just because I'm the DM and I get to know everything. And
I
some.
want to know so much about everyone else's characters.
I know,
I'm so
it's-
so interested. I'm like,
There's a
what
few
is this
there's a few
Quetty?
interactions.
What's the vibe here?
There's a few interactions between the characters that I am super excited for happening because I'm really curious on how it will happen and how people react. So, player
Right.
and character wise. So,
Awesome, and of course, Avian, thank you for DMing, friend. It was a
Yeah.
very good job. Yeah,
I've
and I
been-
know we were putting you on hot water for a little while there, like grilling you, like, no, freak you, kid, you're treating us like shit.
You
but
handled it
you
great.
handled it really well
That's the rights of the DM.
by giving us everything we wanted.
when your DM's a people pleaser doesn't know how to deal with angry people.
I think the funniest thing that I now know is that you didn't realize I was scamming Tink.
I fully was
That
like,
is
oh yeah,
so
that was kind of
funny.
mean. I didn't mean for him to come off as mean. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, take anything you
That's
want.
the whole bit my character was doing, because she knew that like he didn't mean it to be rude.
When we were
But she was
talking-
like, "How dare you?"
When you
So
were talking,
Arafi is Eve Gaslighter.
well, when we were talking in the second session, Ziggy was like, "Oh yeah, I scammed Tinks," and I'm like, "What? No, you didn't. You didn't scam him."
I did.
And then I thought
scam
about it
him.
more, and I'm like, "Oh my god, she scammed him and me."
It was never meant to be. Well, it was meant to be a scam, but only to Tink, not to you.
I'm also excited for potentially more combat in the future. I know combat's
Yeah.
like secondary to most of us, but I'm super curious to see what everyone's able to do.
Yeah,
I
there was
have
gonna be
some
there
tricks
is
up my sleeve.
there will be combat next session because you guys didn't reach it today, but there will be next session.
Well, we
Okay,
have
we
gotta
Right
fight those
barbarian.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fight
those
Whoa.
kids.
I mean,
No,
you could
the
have fought the kids if
bandits.
you wanted.
I don't want to.
yeah.
I'm trying to find a good balance between like having like some roleplay and also possible combat.
Yeah, it's
So
cool.
it's
I
like-
think it's great so far.
Yeah.
It's very organic. Like it's not like every session needs combat. No, they
Yeah.
don't. You know.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
get it.
excited to fight some bandits where we can just unleash without having to hold back. Unlike the big cat where we were trying not to kill it.
As poor Meepo is on its back.
Stab. Oh, not kill it. Gotcha.
The cat has a few puncture wounds on its back. You know, some of the blood may not have been his, but some of it kind of was. As the puncture wounds on its back.
Meepo is not to
Oh,
be
God.
trusted with the safety of others, is what we're finding out.
Meepo cannot be trusted with anything. Clearly, talk to some kids, puts them to sleep, fights a cat, stabs
We're
it.
running away.
They weren't running yet.
They were gonna.
Simply just found means to restrain them.
Like I said, next time it could have been a fireball, you know.
I
I
just
don't know
wanna-
if we're good people.
Hmm?
I don't know if
I
we're
w-
very good people.
Definitely chaotic
I
neutral at
never
this
said
point.
I was good.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
God,
It's
I
all
don't even
about
remember what my
intention.
alignment is at this time.
Oh, I know mine.
God.
But,
Ooh.
yeah.
The moral backbone of the party.
Yeah, right. That's me.
Lawfully good.
I also like Percival is like a little quiet as a character. But when he chimes in, it's always so fucking like he is right on the point.
Mhm.
Like when you were like everyone was grilling the queen, but you were the first being like, motherfucker. Like the fact that you spoke up, you were like, I have never seen such bullshit before.
I've never been so disrespected. We come here to help you, and you blame us. No.
Not having it. Oh lord.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, I'm excited for
great.
everything to start picking up in the main story to happen and cool lore. I'm really excited for Myth Shield, the next city. Whenever you guys get around to there, I'm excited mostly for Myth Shield, the Swansboro stuff, and for when you guys get to the Isles, which will not be
We'll
for a
see.
while.
We'll see that in session 170 once we leave Swansboro.
I don't get a mithril shield. I'm rioting.
You just your quest now. It's no your main like quest for this no longer a thing. Your quest now is to get like full plate mail armor.
Yep.
You're just
Objective acquired.
You're just gonna never get plate mail, and you're gonna be like, come on.
Avian will have spent so much time and effort creating an intricate story beat for my backstory, and I'm just gonna be like, nah, just plate mail, please.
A plate mail, please.
I'm gonna have this cool overarching story for your character about how like bring up like tying in your past and your future and all this cool stuff. And he was like, plate mail? Plate mail.
Is there plate mail at the end? If there's
Oh my
not
God.
plate mail, I don't want it. I just want you to know.
Oh, we need to do this thing that's very obviously the DM trying to allure to like character plot story. No, there's no plate mail promised, so we're not doing that.
I-
I want it.
I am like Meepo. I just want shiny trinket.
Yeah.
Shinies.
Shiny? Ooh. Oh god.
All right, I gotta go walk my dog. Thanks for the
I gotta go to
session,
bed.
guys and
Yeah.
Go to
gals
sleep.
and friendly pals. You
I
guys
had a lovely
have,
time, guys.
of course,
It
was
was great playing
fun.
with
sleep well,
you.
Pix.
I'm glad that you are willing to make it. I know it's late for you, so thank you for working with
It's
us on a
always
time frame.
fun. Of course, of course. I have a great time. I enjoy it. I really look forward to it.
Good.
I know.
Yeah,
all
me too.
week I've been like D&D, 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 and then Saturday came and I'm like, oh god, there's D&D. Oh shit, and then the anxiety hit, but it was fine.
All right,
No, I'm very excited.
I'm
for the
gonna
next
go
session.
walk my dog, so I'll see you
Okay,
guys
go make
later.
dinner.
Give the dog lots of pets
You
for
all,
us.
bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
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 Okay. Oh, now everything's all messed up there. There we go. We're just wow, wild. Anyway, there we go. That is session 3. I think we're gonna try and get session 4 in next month, since we're doing once a month. but it might be a little bit more rough because I know October is a little bit more rough for everyone and busy. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys on next session. Bye.